na ye de eba no do so ye papa ni na ye bre ne di ne kama pa etimi e de amamole upon a repair maluta meko amanone na me de amanone sem no etimi e de adana amanone komono ye dia e de FIFA Club World Cup and a transfer window no and e etimi e de ram sere ma onya ntie no season 9 de television 1 Premier League players if you are manone ye de omo bedin komone ye be ramo ya PFC omo player ye friend Abedi Karim ebe join ye ne na one ya bon komone ne ahwe that season no said ne man si call etimi ya de man no na wa cheche mo the second round of baba be join team no ne days will become Chelsea said ne man e kwede man no na Ghana football na say ne no wa ye open so be movie a join team bia na ni na no ye team ya da bro to the house be join here live on Fakye TV Obo modena on Saka Odiana soba like wa share wa comment on Facebook on YouTube Fakye TV on Sakaya oba subscribe na wa bomoden etimi comment wa share na uni anso no enye bia hwe na nema adaye pretimi da man wa dwenche no ye gine odwumade no so efa Facebook efa YouTube ye be kike etimi da ma efa WhatsApp line no so say SMS so no ye be kinkan e wo line no so 020 754 3637 020 754 3637 na boa na niama de da ye pa etimi edi ama kama na hyehyɛ no etimi akoye tino kan ho na yenka bom ne mboa na dwumade na enye krabe he Habib Mohammed special one Obertenen Kana for Ricardo Vaz Oberti ono so nka sexy maestro Obertenen ke producers no ye boy Bernard Gilbert etija Obo ejuma kama pedema na wie eno so echi no ayu Kofi Philip Seta Mwako Murphy Edible Abrantepa Yal Success Jiro Caesar and MC Malik omunyina akeri aboma ye boa na dwumade no ye timiera bro Rich Jan camera na chukwam si awa ere junior DB enso ebo ejuma chidi e coming out to the remedy amount me na on quick ye credible prestero me do ramu ewo amanone na amanone nsem no ashase timiera amount Edi amana momo wakwenya zodi ane so oba like wa share wa comment na hyehyɛ no adaye pa etimi edi amantete so no asedare bi ko efa ma boafo adani de nyina omo ekra ya se edi dwumade no ewura etimi erma madiki aka se amuzu p herba mixture onjo dia ye quick na kokojo dia mana bot izanza ye dro bakwa owe dwumade a edi ne nema edi ewura na ano edi papa ne ye den anyako beba na ye no etimi edi nkoma na momu ye bema na unye nsusuanso se wa na ade fita bi afi bema no mu ba enye ono nko ojonso a obre otise ya obi ewom na afo otise moja bi edi charo watu anamo amuzu p herba mixture brena eyiri fi o baby girls no ebesiesi na we gian wona so na nema akoye peti mera mantine nyaako abro no maba ye bedi nkomo na afia hu kwan a onso fa so na waje wa ya isa na lupa na doctor amuzu area bedwa ma so na hwe na etimi ajo ntu de bibia Fredrock na ma no 0247 776743 0247776743 and 0241988884 0241988884 Nembwa na hyehyɛ enko yepa entimi emfa emma meka so dawa ya na wote dede na wote no enwadana oto nsa pe ebo zena ne oye onayo na jeze ntonto no ne kanchema no ne kiski no be ma no na baba be monitor se fresh body na dawo no akwana dana so nae se ba ne sape na omo ba be wa man yarewa Maria nkofu eku omo no ano eden krache HIV nti o ze ne obo modern ahwe etime nya ho akade a ebo amane madadi imperial man no kan bi and a fatal insecticide spray and then a call the area about Gamma Sunti, wa date, a big como, a bit is so good so interfere, and I feel once run and on channel, a be so net to say, not just a tefemon and marketing kitten Tatia Bonina, a rena a clear more, a few of fatala, insecticide spray no, a ramie papa to the good dema, and dissolve the boar bacco, a kumu no mano, mino, Nina is a someone if you know, nema demono, and so I am, and which you know, not just a fatala mosquito corn and a corn, and also no, a jananasu papa, we man, not just a fantastically no, 24 hours no, a juma 12 solid hours and pull tutu ne bano, a man in the common, a wuni pano, agent Susan so be ase ba ababema kata bia no a na be dwama so ankofo age area tumo mo eusu and to ko offices a wodo na uro na wa yi spray no ene die go uro mo miamia ahodo na be bi ti so mo to aduane ya na once na ha adwen kakra wonti no anopano o seti on the table na or the fatality abomodi SPO kama pa dimwa enemo provision shops no monko na monko konkoje izanze the jume bono 0599 3156 00 0599 3156 00 in insect out na kokojibi nyampo amane manko yepa etimi enfama Dr. Daoud Zenebra na ombo na suja na so na nema enko yepa enfama maka ze uye brema na wade na ye kojo na nebe girls ne wa wode kra ye pemo monete ze na adena kwa bibi ototo penalty fi akọ na nemfama ho na akọ ba ozi asu mi ni metwa kaska na wahwe ya obekwa akoto sekan na obi di doma o de wozore na ma de no mu ye den emu ye den dino ze dai ya odiane so jepene na woromo Daoud ba hospital doc ebeboa na sisie no mu aye den ba na opa akọ obre no waboa na wejia wona so obo modern san yare wa wodo na apart from sebsebi ojimie no ni nyina obre na odwesi open e joso krapa orwani achemo bibi enkana metre from no doc ewo ha obo ejuma eno ye Dr. Daoud no de nupa mienu bi abedwama so a eye solid unya bi na obo modie yusu ebeboa titu ye footballers no mo amuye ejuma den mo amukomrika mo amonso no edu bebi a honam ya wo ne sasabro ahotutu yoya wechika se yoya ohonam ne yoya onkotojo yoya mepachoko na kokoti Daoud 360 capsules Daoud ointment yeriye Daoud 360 capsules Daoud ointment ejuma bono ano edin ne no ointment no de befa bebi yoya no wabo 360 capsules no last time masum na DBS YS pompo me yusu ya na de chen no na de na pai ne ahwete ama me jiame na so a me bu ejuma kama pa etimi ermante Daoud ni nupa no ene ehwa aboa ma ojian na so na ne ma akoye perama ne kan ne yode a ura mo herba pharmacy shop anase pono orwani echemu enso over the counter ozi ne yema Dr. Daoud ne dro ni bi ne kan yode ase yema sehwini ne dro no ejuma bone yade a no eden papa Fred doc na ne ni nkomo e wo number is 0244 88 6437 0244 88 6437 and 0201 68 0201 681717 na doc emwa na niamande da yepa etimi enfama tantam no gebet yanko ejadam ye ramu amanone na afia amanone se no ato aso etimi era man to join ya o wa kwenya so be join on Fakye TV on Facebook no obomode na niamande da ye kama pa etimi edi emaudia na che so ba wa like wa share wa comment na wa bona to ya da diara man tantam no ye ramu wo US ho and at the maiden edition of the FIFA Club World Cup no Japan me akoso se luta Hamilton anopano matches no ebi be ramune et Gilbert mame fixtures no ready anopaya Flamingo ejo monanso echi an African na jazene no representative of Koko Jama ye from France ebo meka mienu a omo anti matches a eromu eneno e se ne besi akọ orwani echema na chese group F no e se ne sitie River Plate ebejo monanso ene Uruwa Red Diamonds area buenia that game no enso 7 p.m. prepare and a match no ejepene etimi atoja na say na urwani chema no ye group E game group F no say na beko Fluminense Bobo Koni Joma na so no mo and Dortmund so etimi area bueni and afi Ulsan ADFC niama de Diana chese 10 p.m. no omonso bebo Mamelodi Sundowns Masandawana Africa yen team se ne ba ko a omonso etimi ewrama omokwa akobo adwuma na afra machi de so no e se ne besi akọ Montreal Bobo Koni Jam no so na 1 a.m. no omonso ene Inter e di aboani na aboa mantoto no ada ye pretimi era mo na putu pro ana ro wadi chemo Dortmund no maso ya big game LGPN etimi akoso no and officially omo line up no ababa betodwa omonso eres omo di bewura mu na omo di abo adwuma na aboa ma na ada ye pa etimi edi amomonti Gregor Koba abeda post mu Nicolas Sula ya wa Branty friend Radama Anton and Ferrami Besibiani and Juan Riverson and no nanche no Pascal Gross Felix Imecha ebi etise Daniels Vincent afiro ye wo Juan Brantani obekati omo and Karim Adeyemi and afi Sehu Gurasi jomo and Emranti Anino orwani chema pe perfect Nico Kovac di omo ko akako jamuna omo abo adwuma na boama nema adeda yepa etimi era maklaba ye form Dortmund ye ron komono erom kama so no etimi edi amana yemfio na yera so jamuna the Club World Cup no ye didi on komo atro se nema esi air code out muzampa tips de bi abo adwuma ye papa era pe perfect Pierre Luigi Oberkai no nyabo no modern Korea Japan 2022 FIFA World Cup final Brazil and Germany share no ono neko eko handle game no referee bia o legend pa na wakasa era for the Club World Cup no bona yere bona ne chip ne nia media chim kwan a ebe fa so aboa mo officiate no I simple
a player 2 instead of 3 is okay. Certainly, it's critical to determine an offside position. You need to know where the player is on the field of play, but you need to know that at the moment the ball is touched by a teammate. So without knowing exactly when the ball is touched, you cannot determine the position of a player, offside, onside. And if it's, I would say, marginal, very tight, this is very critical. The connected ball sends data to the system 500 times per second, so the accuracy is very high. There might be another use, less frequent, which is related to determine if there was a touch or not. I mean, sometimes it's difficult to understand if the ball touched or not an arm or a hand. On the bar inside the VAR room, there is a graphic, and every time the ball is touched or touches something, there is a peak. So you determine when there is a peak if the ball touched or not an arm. So there is an extra use not related.
Until no year command do one HMA paying pa your friend Pierre Luigi Colina. Apo moderi to Ghana Chelsea Muzampa referee paying pa no no wadi chemo FIFA so ye juma obono ya dia no e na boa ye re bone chip ne chim no cheche se ene oye offside e betimi ache ball no bonsa e betimi ache Romo 80 apo cinema incident bia e bebo moderi timi si no ne ina hwe na boa mane ma koyie pa etimi era mana the FIFA Club World Cup no complaints ye nya no the weather ene gebe mame Luis Enrique Lucho no ono na current uru wadi chemo Europa or yeah the best coach in answer wabo ama Paris Saint-Germain ejoma na so mo abo mo modern etimi akwa de UEFA Champions League no na omo Luis Enrique ne video no na ohwabo ze ne nan no ebobo form sa ne na so de che weather yes the weather no say ebobo ewiana no edempa e wo US important one no edempa to join anope no training na boboko a ye form Paris Saint-Germain omo eye no and uzampa players ne bobo no kochi na apie no ohwe ne bopa ne na beti na ahwe ne na esisi form a e jezampa or your former player juma wabo no yade ana no edia na cheso no so ne de chewe de sanse hita e wo ne yade ano edempa ye romo PSG o maso no ene abranti e friend Kivicha Kvaratskhelia ena e bo modie chance ntodi bako ena oni din komo ena obi sanse ye nim se wo no bebi a wo fi no henso no eye bebi a akwa ya ade a e wo ho ne we ya na so ni nyina mo no ugya na so abo adwuma na question bako a ya na nkofo hia mo footballers no mbisa mo no eye Cristiano Ronaldo na Messi na entia no ya ene Kvaratskhelia e bo modie tumi de man centroni no.
I'm sure you get asked that a lot, but you know. For me, I love Ronaldo so much, but of course the Messi is like from another planet.
Until no year command or one Kivicha Kwalat Kelia. Pomo dieri tuja otiri oka ozo pe Ronaldo asempa na Messi ne de akwano baby ofino ya de ano edi ye papa ni you know de unkomo no eromo etimiera Master Club World Cup no unkomo yesi ababeka few weeks ama dwumade na shas ye no Ozena Hilal Bobu Konomeni Abria omo pe quality players omo ne omo ebeji omo na so etimi abo adwuma no ene yeso muromo ene former Juventus Palermo ena ASO omo player ye friend Paulo Dybala yeso omo kache Dybala Zenka onjintum na ombebo the Club World Cup ne momo so baba bebo mo a ombebo mo de no mama 10 million euros na so no yezi Dybala kache konfone zo no ni interest ni mu na Dybala pa sika we pa de maza na ukokoji sika we vanya wade eze oni nam US wa ya bobo na ya na distance ni ma we bi no eno na ye den but ono ko a ene tiditi a eri wanko ankoji saska na ano edi papa gebe mami Alexander Mitrovic ana striker Mitro no eri odi apa ma betu ga cheze ene Hilal mu game a ochino mo ne Real Madrid bebo no ozi game ni game ano be den pochina non so prepare na that game no eromo so Real Madrid team no ne kase ene ne ye any team in city a tournament biano omo eye favorite so be kona omo akakoji dwumade de si omo na so na no oso ba be ramu e wo Saudi Arabia omo so yetim omo dwuma na so a omo ebo adwuma po ma na makoye pa etimi ermo na photo shoot no once the luta baba be ya ne dide no eji pini toja asem wechi na mamehwe madu photo shoot ne kakra owe omo bomodin eri omo home jersey no etimi etwa bi after no away jersey no so no omo timi etwa bi nti home no we mo ze ne coach e friend Xabi Alonso ewo bi na afo nkuto a won ze lunyi kan bi Danny Cavaba Trent Alexander-Arnold adin ho hina afo won ze ene Raul Asensio ewo mu Rudiger na Eder Militao mo Lucas Vazquez na won se Chima mo Oleron Chouameni and after won se Eduardo Camavinga, Ada Guillermo, Denis Ceballos, Jude Bellingham, no, Freddie Valverde, once Luka Modric can be, and I really ma now was a Mantiani di Sosa, Vini Junior, Mono Rodrigo Goes, Mame Black one, now, and a diabo bunny at the wedding pa. I was a winner asset, no, asset. Na kofwa kika gaze Kylian Mbappe wa hen ni nyina zeze and not the president in a report to your Mbappe bibia na unhuno ezanse photo shoot no Madrid players ni nyina yebi Mbappe nko na the only player went me nyanye bi na and kofwa kaka so hwe asem woni adeade na Mbappe ni camp e give Mbappe video no di Kylian no ana uze nei omukoko ru omukoko training no ena Kylian na bo modin a okita ne bag odi ram ti akwa no wona emeza asem ewechi a ni bo modin na nchimu no yetimi ere ram kama pere amana wo de makọ nyakwa koram obebi a Madrid for no abo modin omo so no e training awie ya enche omo training no ebe sha seasons the players na ba omo ye interviews awro na antine uro ani chemo Palm Beach Hotel no wo Miami out Muzampa born in the bibia set Madrid for neba ababe training neba be sha se no and answer for ni omu din komo kakra Denis Ceballos midfielder the Madrid Bobo Kono omu bisa answer na Xabi Alonso ba wa ba no send the city ere mo kan Spanish na say and chechi mu de mai.
Todavía no se involucra mucho en las tareas tanto ofensiva como defensiva, aún el toque lo mantiene, pero bueno, creo que es un entrenador que nos está enseñando nuevas cosas y estamos a muerte con él.
¿Qué estáis notando así de primeras en los cambios que notáis en el entrenamiento con respecto al nuevo entrenador?
Bueno, Xavi es un entrenador muy táctico, que le gusta mucho el juego posicional, robar el balón en campo contrario, ajustar mucho a nivel defensivo y creo que poquito a poco estamos cogiendo lo que nos pide. Es verdad que llevamos muy poco entrenamiento con él y está haciendo todo un poco estrés, pero bueno, a raíz de que empecemos...
Denis Ceballos Alonso bana wa bano yadia o baba be boama ne ma koye pera mo bizan zore training no mo ye ne mo di rama o adenefe ede ano eden eno so achi no ogiri so ohwe sere nemesi corner tournament you know tournament ano be den for say no we Boca Juniors omo supporters no the omo baba be no US no na ano eden papa tie tournament your top teams omo bu adwuma no achi na brand FN di Hoshen so eba be di nkomo na otie Hoshen nkoma or the baba be to dwa no so acheche mu so omo ye Real Madrid a big club ti tournament you know omo run no so omo baba giri si omo na so.
Muchas ganas y somos el Madrid, tenemos que ganar y eso es lo que queremos.
Dani, has estado con muchos compañeros tus primeros días. ¿Quién es el compañero con el que más has estado? ¿Quién te ha enseñado lo que es el vestuario del Real Madrid en estos primeros días?
Bueno, he estado con muchos, lo he dicho antes allí, que es muy buen grupo y sí, estamos todos juntos.
¿Qué es lo que más te está llamando la atención de este vestuario, de tus compañeros?
Porque son toda buena gente y son todos muy humildes y con ganas de trabajar.
¿En qué insiste Xabi Alonso en esos primeros entrenamientos?
Pues obviamente él quiere enseñarnos su idea y creo que poco a poco vamos aprendiéndolo y sí, tenemos ganas de empezar.
Después del Mundial va a estar otro jugador en tu situación, un nuevo refuerzo que es más tantuono, el argentino. ¿Lo conoces? ¿Lo has visto para que se sume justamente dentro?
Until New Year, Commando Wanichi Macro, Mofani fi AFC Bournemouth, your friend Dean Hoshi now Zampa, anyone Baba Bijama, Opomode, Achiche Muse, Madrid, a big club, tournament also Moje, Edisio Manasunti, and your training grounds are area, or Wanichi Palm Beach grounds are, and no Miami now Madrid for no, Opomode training, Manema Kuye Permo, Vinicius Jr. as a word on Uncle Forka, but more addicted to that word or Jiriso Bejma. Amanema Kuyipa, Etimerama Club from Real Madrid. I give it Mami Bini Jr. and Luis Ronaldo and Afi Ronaldinho. Before training Nibi Ramuneno or Kokusham Pinfono was almost a Ramo Modioma Nimunyam, Eba Babeta, the Club World Cup, Nachi, then so we a legend. Omo bobo body yepa do join and I heard to say Vini so ne do baby aquano na just a life no omo pao Dione Ronaldinho and our face no now the legend Ronaldo and a Kukushia ni na mono e boa my bibia e da ye pounds no etimi edema club na mun komono ye di era metimi era my say Xabi Alonso for the first time no ebebo modern the first press conference in Ramu ne 8:30 p.m. per Ghana time. Ocean Central for Aero Madu Gamer, or Money Hilal, Edibabo, New Channel, where Dinko Macho, Monafia di Taurona, Xabi Alonso, Etimi Eddie Ramabwa, Ama Bibia Kuyipa, Etimi Eddie Ama Club, on a Serena, Yedi Dinko Money Chono, now report if he's paid by Sir Victor Gio so Buejumedema Sporting CP. Your fan in the Real Madrid Madrid for no, Etimi attend a boy in it down. Jimmy simple. Yes, a boy no can do so, so about Tima, Pesozi Jana National, and also yes, Tata. Namuno, and you saw Dababe bench warmer, and Jimmy Fonzo Mojino Muzo Maji how, no money per strike a dear, Nesona Quaquer so salute the Magia to me a penny, more the metra bench and say, hey, more the Bababe Jams and Nimbo Biamebo, and Jomas our type of strikers in Bina, and the Omo Penamuno, and yet Victor Joe Carey, Seno, dear Romo, not Mammy Hendrick, Nina Ze, and they one Ramo Jew so binane, training no or Coco Cotois and recovery no so. Oba de beba sati oba na newa baba bishia Madrid fans na yaman Brazil JCA o signing up man yamadeda yepa etimi area man onye nonko obomode sinsan ya ma odona ma Real Madrid fans na ekwa tutu no eda yesoro etimi edi emomo a yeri munse no ewura munso no etimi edi amana yanko anim still yera so jamo the Club World Cup na wo se yehwe na yedidi di nkoma na Inter Milan Christian Kivu yaka nyere achoso no na ba Ababe 40 no, and now machi does so 1 o'clock a.m. Prepare, or money Monterrey for on a day call Akakobo and Gamer, and Obred in Pape, Inter Milan, na, Wamami almost squad, and on as a lineup, no, like he said, they don't say the baye, was a Marcus Triam upon a repay, a DSC Esposito, and a Baba Nababi Jamabo, Maniama Koye pay the moment to give my picture Inter Milan on the lineup, no, now you're him to say the baye, yes, the goalkeeper Yansoma, Ebra post. Pava, Ejamu Francesco Arcebi, Ebe Jamunafi, Ebi Etise Bastoni, Matu Demia, Nicolo Barella, Enafi Sono Asalani, Enrique Mkhitaryan, Carlos Augusto, Enafi Lautaro Martinez, Ena Brantia, Yefrene Esposito, Ejomu Nebe Jamuna, Omo Arab Puamane Madaye Pedama Inte. That game no, Eye Dasumune, 1 o'clock AM Prepena, Ejepenena Kosunyambo Channel Panona, MZ time in the Anwe Dina, O monitors Yana, O Wabo, Ezanse Mexico. Canada, USA, and a match is libre berena, a buana to Tiana Koyepa, etimi edi amomana buy so no, and ra omunya day off. Now, day off for munya, you know, yes, coach your friend Vincent company, and then in paying for no, a drive 3.5 hours, echo correct Benfica, and Boca Juniors, omu game no, unzo money omo ne group bako, and was omo monitor omo from afar, and who can be fast money omushia. Ebe buama ne makoye pa etimi edia momo edia se pempa no tusa na mona na chese na no edia ne buama ne makoye pe de momo na ne omo training ne yaba no na eguso ekoso dwane na enjoy video ne kakra we time na omo eba ene akwada na wo phone bebeba ye friend Michael Olise no and our first speaker kese pa no obonyoma players no and during Chemaze Jama Musiala yes in the training na course the only player want me and join the squad no Kim Min-jae ni nyina se still onye fit no mo makani na etimi etreni ya eboa mane makoye pa etimi edema ban na ye ron sese no ewram na boa na ntoto ye ron so no etimi adaye kama pa so etimi era mana ban no maso ya wa no ana ro wani chemo FC Cincinnati ere omusio no apimpa no edi nkomo kakra utie nkomo ne da CEO Germany FC Cincinnati ni dino ye friend Jeff Aberdeen or the atuga so mo be pese Thomas Muller Ebaba be journey omo ne omo ayejuma also ba FC Cincinnati omo record edema German players and already omo ye winning side Thomas Muller ye winner and your baba be journey omo a ogiri se no beboa ama bibia koye pa etimi era ma club no tie no enkomo de atuga and amanya ne tie se telecom paying for no omo ne Emirates for chassis a unza telecom for na main sponsors a Amo sponsor buying for no se contract no na e bara we enti no Emirates for ni CHA senka omo rena nko baba be ye headline sponsors area ma buying for no dubozo omo bo game na nanka omo dino ego mani mu bana nya nti se buying for no agere atum se still omo ne telecom for no e betimi apomodi ato aso until 2027 chebuni chese na yearly amount 50 million euros ene ya pejama 65 million euros no mode ebe rame timiara ma ban na aboama de madeda yepa e di amount to 2027 no na chese 30% increment so no etimiara mo ere pempe friend Raf Rajnik a confirm ze du baby akunu mu ye dende ma ban no omo yo madwen senka omesen Remo Real Madrid aso no mo former player ye friend David Alaba yakwa kofana manase aba bebo dwuma de ma ban na so no pra ne ba ye no ene ma sa del no etimi age eregu ye nte no enkoma na pimpa no enso eri atudwa ye de eramu so no etimi edi ama na aboama totoye no ada ye pede ama na wie ene wo ze ba ya no fie Leverkusen a confirm se friendly game bi ebetimi atudwa na omo de omo timetable aba yes sama you know omo de be ye dwuma omo say on August 8 no Ombe Jomo na so no money Chelsea Eddie Abueni was Stamford Bridge a pre-season gamer omo ne hwede aboabo omo ho na aboama ne mada ye pa etimiera mo monti Leverkusen for no ejeze game ombe koma ni breso pa ezanse samre no na aka kakra bi na season no asase ti August 8 no omo ni Chelsea di babo ni na omo confirm ya no a ancha na AC Milan so confirm yes Stamford Bridge wa no on August 10th no omo so ni Chelsea e de babo ni ayeyon kofa kensi a omo so ehwe na omo ede aboabo omo na aboa amane madeda ye so no etimi ede no so no enkomo kakraba ababeto dwa no edia ye di eramu so no etimi edia mama menko enkokodi nkomo FC Barcelona maso ya na gebe mama goalkeeper ye friend Juan Garcia Debbie Alutaba eba be di no nkomo cho za brante na join Barcelona ampa we twa ne holidays no so shorter o join ya na on factory that was ampa Juan Garcia no ere wa bomodi aba ababe ramu Barcelona obana wababa be prepare na bibibia didema yet me a confirming official na waba ababe ejumeti mera ma Barcelona na Barcelona nkomo no na Nico Williams asa na boy no yeze wa agree so be join Barca eno ma yejuma awie no ebobe de ba se arete bebo aboboko no so ogitumo e catch up say last season obetra this season offer kwa ana offer ba obeko edi omo monye clear so onye ready so obeto aso etimi edi amomo a na omo nso hu kwan a ombefa so ani no yebeja no kwan no woromako akakogbo ejuma etibera Barcelona na Barca come on na de metete ne say o makwara reso na efeni Femi Lopez no yezi no Ramos Saudi Arabia club reform Al Ali e de offer bi abana offer no yezi mutumuju offer pa e juicy one emuedu Barca for no sika ni din no ma uzapa sika we so many ma kwada no kwa ebeboa ma yenso no yenya akwanya atoto players awro na amomaba aba be Robert Timiera ma club no ntino report ni chese ni braba ni nyina mo no mo hwese bibia ededa diane ma be koye so Timiera mom na Al Ali foro na metete te say yani Frankesi omo any clubs bu mu didi nkomo say be release boy no na wakwa rama bu ejuma etimi edia momo yes this season project no mo ye no omo target pa ne so omo di Leo Messi ebe fi mo Inter Miami ababa be run wa yejuma edama Al Ali boboko no omo se afi no omo share down top foreign players do na but omo gidi say so munya Messi no baba be run no munya baku bi rubi e kan wo beboa amane ma deda ye pa etimi edama team no ntu romo e wo Al Ali e wo Saudi Arabia report e bobo ede ba no na ne no metimi ede remetimi era ma Manchester United na ne e-sport e wo Spain no a confirm zo mayo madwen so mbe ofa Barca for 150 million euros so monje nanka Rafinha emrama me Johnny omwedenka praise the Lord hallelujah ni naze Barca for ni yes ka sheshe eduno mo cheza 150 million euros ne no omudi ewramu boboku e for mo Barca so yes monje na Rafinha emrama me Johnny omo ene omo Manchester United no embo edwuma na mpo mane ma deda yeso no etimi emfa mo monte no ere aba betodwa na batro no mo legend e fe Romario ana nenze jofoshia no mo ni din common ESPN ene bisa Romario se current two players e jomo na so pa o rank top 3 na sena besia e no se no bo mo din common e che
jogando pela.
¿Qué tres jugadores son los tres mejores jugadores del mundo actualmente para ti?
Eu colocaria o primeiro nesse momento, Lamine Yamal, porque tem feito a diferença jogando pelo Barcelona. Rafinha, por tudo que fez pro Barcelona, principalmente nos gols importantes e até mesmo na própria seleção, tirando esses últimos 2 jogos, fez grandes apresentações. Terceiro, eu vou colocar o Mbappé, porque o Mbappé é jogador sempre mortal.
Atianuya komane pass omo legend efe Romario edi atuja cheze kan yupe players jomo na so wiase pa o de Lamine Yamal beba na o de atumiro na fe Kylian Mbappe ababa be the third player anti no enkoma wapo modern edi eje edi eremede amadeko so no metete ti se Ronald Araujo na report ne bo the Barca bi a club no ebe release no mo se Deco twema player we bruta o se o hwa akwa no se do si yere ekaka Barcelona ne Real Madrid bo de odi Vinicius Junior no o gidi so mo ton na emmo mane man de da ye kra etimi emfa mo ntie no ye de aba betu de di ramo etimi area ma Andy Robertson so no Liverpool for no so omo rush and release ni so onko se ne player na nkasa decide se on to aso mbo edwuma emfa ma club ne bi ma omberhe na omo abomo dia tiki decision bi a ebe bo ana ne makoye pa etimi area ma boy no Andy Robertson e linking to Atletico Madrid omo gidi so omo nya no na ba begina benkum fa so a ebeboa ma bibia akoye pera mama na Real Betis so midfielder ni dino your friend Johnny Cardozo report ni cheze Atletico Madrid shase ni Betis din komo offer no na enye ejigu yewie no yenya na ntiese nkomodidie no asa shase a omo eresa brante no ebeba na wababe rama boedwuma ediama Atletico Madrid esi esipa obe join omo no ne omo etimi ayedwuma Alexander Isak eno omo so waka era cheni agent from the kwadabre nyina no tima no so de so peso si akere mo no tima the former Liverpool de ebe omo ne omo enidi nkomo na obepese ni Fran Vet adjoin omo no oni Mohamed Salah ena kodi komo eno Luis Diaz mo ani mo no ombre no ma shiki ona aboa amane ma koyi pa etimi ara na Liverpool for ni pushi deal we ana mfa de o ma targeting no entranch Frankfurt o ma brand here friend Hugo Ekitike omu jiri so no so no nedwuma ye erema Frankfurt afine ne numbers no omunya no so ma me rom gbedwuma emfama Liverpool eboa na ntoto no adaye pa etimi area mo na according to reporter Efiteki ba no tieni ye yes Thomas Partey ne contract no on extended with Arsenal eno ye report e fi Turkey eba na utie Turkey media no ene report omudi ram ne chese Partey e decide so extend emfama Arsenal bugoko no na bibi akeka kono one Fenerbahce fo di nkoma akwachi pa e likely say ne obe join Fenerbahce na one omo abo adwuma na abo amane ma koye pa etimi edi amomo Newcastle United omawe jesia ene alikine ya chance club na beba official this na efe ye papa na say the city ye green and I wear white in any design yeah the iron report which is 2025 2026 season no e just win a Newcastle United so e de be ye adwuma and ya tete say nyam watch na and papa na 2025 2026 English Premier League fixtures ye de ye ba bontinti Arsenal Chelsea Manchester City Manchester United and Liverpool why na gidi say ne matches on the first 10 on ne kwa koshi anti ochina na EPL no ye bobo na ye timi ere fixtures etimi aba bonten aboa mane makoye pa etimi ere amana Gilbert ye ko ye nim no mame Andre Onana kwa koshi Burkina Faso mampenya ye friend Ibrahim Traoré na ne wa presenting the JC etimi ere ma presido oze Ibrahim Traoré de odo wani chemu e wa bibre man kofo body dimpa ezanzo mugidi zo ba ye no as a young boy jumo ye ewo ne no Burkina Faso ri adia ano edin papa ezi ne o foundation bia obomode de bo ankofo na ne Onana ahun se hu be yin aso no so ne support ore mama mpanyi no support we boa mane ma de di pere ma obeke last year December 2024 ene beto dwa cheze Michael Antonio akonya accidenta na ano edin pa na eba beto dwa se boy no ball kra ontimi mbobi nra oro ani chimo de CONCACAF Gold Cup Jamaica Ejon Manaso much in Guatemala mino ebo meka baako mentimi ante aniji sem se Michael Antonio eba ba be rabu bubu ejuma bi etimi ere mo man a ye from Jamaica ti have to say an comfort so ntimi mbobo no after so many months no wasa bobu ejuma ntu we video na ye ntemu sem kakra inspirational ni na ze no bia nim se adena ye ka bare ne waba oba be jana so aye ejuma.
Something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Temporary. It may last for a minute, or an hour, or a day, or even a year. But eventually, it will subside, and something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it will last forever. I dare you to take a little pain. I dare you. I dare you not to go home. Somebody said, I gotta go home, I feel bad. Go through it.
Eltia no ye jor wani chema ranches in e koswa Michael Antonio and anewa kwaba obana waba bobo ejuma na bo mane amadeda ye pa etimiera mo izanze no Jamaica and Guatemala mu game no baba be ejuma on Facebook nana mopoku fantastic sports is on boss thank you and nana kwesi still waiting for you be breaking it down near touching it down near jejamu yompo high fat chest for this syrup watching you live from Akimo down keep the fire burning Clement for you high and on the era mu Maruf Abdelab. Good afternoon, Abu. My name is Maruf A.K. Pao Kubasi. I'm listening to you live from Konongo. PSG or Man City will win the cup. Only God. Where is Luther? On Tiapo. Tiniama de Dama Betinen Kakwiku Yesu. The show is live and clear. Savi. Bekwai and Penku Road. Big ups to Kwame Escom Ventures. As a Bekwai. How can Ghanaian referees be recognized globally with this kind of refereeing? And we good afternoon, bro. Good afternoon, guys. Watch you live from Akim Masafo. Maruf Abdullah, good afternoon. And I'm on the Only God. Good afternoon, Fatih Sport. Watch you live from AG. Parambo number 1. And I'm more update from Barcelona. It is narrow. Bada, the Odiram no Mark Osu Snyder. Good afternoon, Abu. I'm Snyder. Watch you live from Akruja number 2. And at Fakye Sport, you are doing a great job. Greetings to Hernandez, Burger Ice, Man, Shamak, Sistefia, Scholar TZ, Windy, and all Barca fans. Ben G Nation, watch you live from Fancy Siwa. And I've heard they have awarded a Police Wife Award. More updates and greetings to Honorable Wisdom Osebuama, Okunkom MC, Atremanwa Bija South. Nana Kwesi, the only way to know football inside is by listening to Fakye Sport. Loading my day for Fakye Sport. JT, update on Osimhen move to Liverpool. You never walk alone. And Nana Kwesi, Madrid dismantled Barcelona in 2023-2024 season. It's now their 10, but they are acting like they have not. They've never been down before. Hala Madrid for life. Kwaku Yesu Fakye Sport, the finest. Ransford Adi, or the fire emojis in the room with James Osei Bea. Shout out to Kwashiman boys from Via. And my greetings to Torgan, Sway, Neymar, Rooney, Geze, Ryder, Rauf, Juwadeko, Papu, Enafe Tiko, Hazard, Padan, and Baizo. Love you all. Great Mugabe, watching the show live from Brekum Kutre number 1. Keep up the good work for Mother Ghana. The other band JT live from Breno Achinim at so I don't know. You don't see Elmina but Crony de Menteda. And we had the other nearby. Eddie get Yabu. You are doing a great job. Keep it up. More update on Madrid and greetings to Elegant Mom, Christiana Arthur, inside Agunan Quanta, Nyanama. Boy, watch you live from Daboise. You're also near the Ebeano and Mausi in the Ransford Adi, who win the Club World Cup. Imon Smith. Fantastic show. MON-FRI and Umar Friday Abu. MON-FRI and Mausi Prostar GH Heat and Stephen Kweku Stega. Joe more Heat and Mausi Imon Smith once again. Eddie Dudona, the Ramuntima, Wadrin Chenembra. Na Yankin kind of kama pa. And for Ujuma Die Kessiano so Mauze Kwakudi that watch you live from Doma Western Crown Quanta. Real Madrid win the FIFA Club World Cup. BC positive. Fantastic sports show. Owusu Maso being good afternoon. Watching you live from Yama crew. Minim Semanyani Ebe Yama crew Baroha. Mistake be Romananayao. Cons Senior. MON-FRI enjoying your presentation this afternoon. Francis Donny Sterling. MON-FRI abroad chair Augustine Kwesi. My name is Lioli Abu. You too much. Bright Carter Enin. Abu, the one like Jet Li. I love the show. Watch you live from Obuase. No yet you also dereba Ebabi Ramana Mount and South Faustina Heat and also Etimieba Ike Urey Champion. Good afternoon, Abu. I'm Chef Ike. Please update me on Chelsea. Alex Tavia. I'm Alex Tavia. Also Nediano. Ozi Alex Tavia at Elzo Cruz maintain it out. Senior Bay Post in the Western region. Fakye crew. You are doing a great job. Keep it up. And J Foley. J Foley, hi, Michael Asante. I'm Kemek from Kaswa and I'm watching the show live. You also Eddie Eramo, Chair Augustine Kwesi. Is this show on YouTube now? Me pacho you hopa available. Mohammed Muniru, Mahmoud Wenso the year in a baby ramtino. Madam okay, me bape. Now be a phone bana. The Akibiano. Yeah, they are twice waiting. Me, yeah, then one basis here.
Ofosu hema buaten me yen centroni me ne mabusia die e ba ne ntonton ene muamoa wa kaseni wo mudia ye ne won ton kwanta yapai esanse ye de fatala insecticide spray and coil ene ko na de kume e wo fatala ho ne se ejankehwa e wo achiri Kwa nso osa don hu du ansana asa afei so enkumu sie kra Fatala insecticide spray and coil enya na ewo memu babia stores nketwa eni akasie nyinemu ebusu sei chapo babia wo bia ye de bekushe mu abrewa yenje wo hwe ane eye free Fatala in insect out
FDA aje adwadie nkratoi atum
Chile for Pole, no Chile no.
Adjoiniato Samo. Hi Abu, good evening. You are doing a great job, and I'm watching you live from Sunyana Isifu. Yeah, more fire. Offend Richard. Good afternoon, senior. You guys are doing a great job, and congratulations to my darling team Chelsea for their win yesterday. Wishing them all the best in the upcoming games. Greetings to my big boss, sports president. Watch you live from Pakoso. Is your boy Wonder Boy. Mijiri Zebiabo Cordia, bro. A champion Gable. More transfer latest. On Real Madrid Gable, I have for Arno Pep Guardiola from Kunso and the Eramu Neymar Jr. Hi, good afternoon, Abu. I'm all July from Sunyan Domasi. Liverpool win the league next season. My name is Neymar Isaka Noble, Dan Musa, More Fire Fakye Sports, and Akiokun Emmanuel Akiokun, aka Bubulebu, Mechawiye Papa, Akresi the lazy blogger, aka Father Friday, bro. My condolences no soon. Ko ya tese mommy a film near the next month. Yabawani Ababije na swata wichi na bibibi adeda kama pa ni adia. Hello Abu Fakye Sport #1. I'm senior Kapako GH, CEO of Kapako Movement, J-Town. No matter what comes down, PSG will carry out the Club World Cup trophy this year edition. Shout out to Kofi, Mickey, Steve, Robert. No yet you also the area monono. Good afternoon, Fakye Sport. My name is Wabisa, and I'm watching live from St. Andrew. Hold on also. Edifi Ebaye. Good afternoon, Fakye TV. I'm Kweku, the greatest sports show in Ghana live, watching from Cape Kusankafo. I think Chelsea still need a prolific striker and a left winger because what Noni Madueke is doing there isn't quite impressive. They are also let the area monono. Good afternoon, Fakye Sport. Yesterday, we all saw my darling club Chelsea play. We are winning the trophy hands down. This is Berimaba from Seko City. You are also on a high Fakye Sport. I'm watching live from Berasi. I think Madrid will win the FIFA Club World Cup. Hala Madrid and all the tours. So Fakye TV is your boy Gabi. Watch you live and more update on Real Madrid. Liverpool is going to win the English Premier League next season. I'm focused from Mankesim. Good afternoon, boss. Please, I need update on Arsenal transfer news. I'm Desmond from Borgiase and on the Fierbear. Good evening, Fakye TV. I'm Tabel from Dominance. More update on Man United. But I extend my greetings to Lukaku for me because he's a die-hard fan for Manchester United. Or the special baby album for there.
And they are crashing and dra, but still a holding in your way, but crack ikutum. Everba, managing a Yamasudi and any pass of the Kakrebit may be under the Acadia Senyamins.
call them fine.
Well, and for na more from Russia, so not in common. I mean, come on, majority is centered around the best club in the world when it comes to club football, Real Madrid. But before that, Club World Cup, Nigusu, Kosovo, America, and I think we watch interesting games and where matches are about. So I think so far from Saturday starting competition in my books, the best game I share Boca Junior and a Benfica match now share and that ended in a 2-2 possessing draw. When you look at quality of play, near catch say Bako a European club, the other one if we Brazil, you will not believe Argentina, you will not believe. You might say the two teams in probably a power, European teams are or Asia. Benfica in recent times, more than one share than so I need be as compared to ages. The Benfica now that not said, season ABOU in Champions League, they give a very good account at them games, especially their 5-4 trailer against club. My friend is Barcelona clearly showcased performance and I'm more than one more than I did this season. So we anticipated Senka against Boca Juniors, no, they'll be able to walk past them. But to concede 2 quick goals, I felt say Boca for no actually Amayati say you might be big ubet free Europe, a bit more bold, near more high penny near money, but the Vijina Park in Israel. They also believe in the quality or more say we are football no ultimate talent and the quality are comable for no be you or more Ephraim. So whenever they come into world stage, I'm more presenting quality players, quality teams that make a good game at the but the 2 veterans in the Benfica team, that is Nicolas Otamendi and then Angelito Di Maria, decided, say, irrespective of how bad our game they started, I'm considering first 2 goals, they will bounce back, get the 2 goals, I'm the equalizer more. It's a game that saw 3 red card in the game, clearly tells us that it was toe-to-toe, a side ball, in terms of competitive nature, playing ball in the so I feel that they sold a very good game. And even attendance in that game, not a very massive supporters, no mobile park, were not ordinary fans. They were supporters who were in to cheer the 2 teams up, especially Boca Junior supporters. No, Obakase, Argentina and an ABOU World Cup match. The supporters are Baby Room Airtel match, and they got massive supporter and Rom the better or team. The 2-2 drive fault a fair reflection of the game. Interestingly, now a lot of Madrid fans were interested in that game because of Benfica left back. He's a player in him say after the Club World Cup we move into Real Madrid. So people wanted to see say at the highest stage we have Champions League ni they were at the Club World Cup at the end of the Benfica for any Madrid for now. I'm anticipating very soon in about a month time Obedone white jersey no see Academy Real Madrid. I wasn't that much impressed with the excelling Eddie and Rano. He's a good player, he's a fine player. You're following for about a year now, and you're the progression and Neymar a wouldn't bad. And a game, he wasn't bad, but in my books I felt say Nanka Utimiye Cracker. For those of us who went to watch him with Real Madrid spectacle, no, I think that Endra will form crash compared to the name. But I'm not said he's a good player. Him say they are or bar ever far at the because side that Chelsea area man is simple because Chelsea Chelsea no, but the game I was expecting Chelsea Eddie Bemameno, they gave that game, but opponent was also very stricter. Also Emma Chelsea very good run for their money. Chelsea eventually won the game by 2-0. Credits Enzo Maresca and Nemrant. Now the question everyone is asking is Nicolas Jackson, Leon Delap to be the starter going into the main season. Leon Delap a new player, Jackson a player who is in the existing Chelsea squad. Afena Delap Abba. And from last season, even in January, Chelsea come on so more into the market, no more air per striker. And I say a forward player. They are looking at the player of with Jackson, and I say Jackson ever born no afraid. But for this guy, the profile, because Enzo Maresca him now on in a year Manchester City before But people think say through the direct competition. ABOU Jackson and Cobens. One started play first half, the other one ever ball second half. In the first half, Nicolas Jackson in my books gave the best of assist so far competition. The link up play how or drop it about the center line, held on to the ball, drew about 3 players of Ellie into him before so lay that pinpoint pass, a Cincinnati pass, break kind of a defensive unit, into the space. Pedro need to run a far ball before sitting down the defender. Ama first goal, Naban was incredible, solid from Nicholas Jackson. But in the second half, Dilap Enso Bamkweku in his first game, player on then trainee that match, MON-FRI Chelsea. The rounds, the anticipation, the flair, and the ability to calculate the position of Abrante friends Enzo Fernandez before all Leo cross over the heads of the defenders are not one was also something that Obabona. It is good. So our team that competition when him was way air but or go air more assist way back also more assist Emma and near Masia. It helped the healthy competition our team and ever Boama club na successful. So we watch them with the other games and Neymar Chelsea bit my present in the upcoming season. Now, quick to Real Madrid.
I think it's all be Real Madrid or by my name say videos na ready.
Okay.
All the club on the official statement about and all didn't come on about. I'm more confirm is a Kylian I wrote na give no team body.
Okay.
As when you FIFA be. And now more training no more yeah no.
On training.
One team enjoy and team names they give it ready. Na nka wa me ahwe no aluta be story ne say why we ne adema air presidente ekurami players initiate no video no cha choma na Mbappe ni but all US the ready abehu na mu say ono Piri na face Santiago Solari omo training no omo ko sha ba report e ba sisi aches ara
Mbappe
na Mbappe ntimi bo game no mo na Hilal bebo yam say photo shoot won sense me ade bia for say de tokwa ba the way about almost a fever na wanya tina na one report for training
kwakuya say fever ne hobeton ntem no waba so amo Hilala subsequent games we want to see Mbappe playing because he's one player Madrid also no edinachi people want to see him excel. La Liga he won the golden boot or Europe he won the goal kincha that is the Pichichi La Liga but unfortunately club na nkasa ntima GBBA season we so this is one particular tournament Madrid for say at least they can kickstart on next season campaign with the Club World Cup trophy on the ABOU. Now, who do you you've made mention of photo shoot and then Neymar.
Karame mwari video ne kakrabat.
Intimate master.
Producers sound. Also, the other money team be afe. Na ye with the nindi oye nkwa.
Kwaku, this is not the first time Kylian Mbappe about when it comes to subject discussion and as a center of discussion when it is about photo shoot. Kylian Mbappe, one player, about to differ.
Not even training in here.
Okay.
Madrid training no man call phone here kakra. Everywhere content and as well haju go go na haju. And man them na call phone here on Facebook. So Madrid training you the better to asura with time and el presidente. Eba oba baby training no Santiago Solari na 1 PB and to asura to be yaman call for we need training na ne. Or more year on 2 hours at Palm Beach Gardens.
Yeah.
What am I phone training Florida?
Say now say unko for back on so no ku duare pu.
I ready go man for ala. O dem mo bia ni o dem press video na kwaku I ready go man no ma musu mo mo.
O ku duare pu mo na ba ko da.
For na. Omo wi is a de chi. Omo zi awiare bodo do to omo pu mu na omo da o. Video ara wa kwa.
Omo ko bo bre bia. Akofo ani abre pe ka page. Kwaku Kylian Mbappe in 2022 before say call the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. In September, now the French national team or UEFA Nations League games to play against Denmark and then I think Austria. Prior to the game, the French Football Federation take a decision say the playing body nina emra no monkoye photo shoot. It was an advert no a food chain company. Na omu nyina be kwa akoye photo shoot na omu advertise the food chain company. Mbappe decide say onko a photo shoot ni bi. Yekobusa no on ESPN for edi nkomo na the interview now so I'll try and see if I can read this. I have decided not to take part in the photo shoot after the French Football Federation refusal to change the image right agreement with the players, Mbappe said in a statement. My representatives and I fully regret that no agreement could be reached asked before the World Cup. So he beside Mbappe prior to the World Cup. ESPN for needing come say, and then they see yentia France for in players the Mbappe yet photo shoot. Onko they also onko. And also in July, or no, or Miami, and in the lawyer, Asia the French Football Federation alongside with the head coach of the French national team. To video back on it.
So president, you know. Yeah. But Mercy Ninka, so I president. I am.
Yeah, say the offensive team is all.
President, I am. President, I am. Sure, Chukwuchina, her president, Pana, Kaita, Mano, Louis Figulo. Yeah. Then Nepa, president. I am. But
still, action D. I am bringing action D. So, young Twasso from Babyana. I also know as in the training on the boys in the castle must be 2-3 minutes. I'm common on our show. Maybe I made an idea be also answer the massive lesson. Timmerman tried not. Yeah, so, Mbappe, I say, Unkucha. And the Busan said, DNS, you know, in July, there was a 45 meeting, involve the French Football Federation, president, the president well agreed, Didier Deschamps, Hugo Lloris, Raphael Varane, and no Kylian Mbappe. No, Quatana decided, said, especially on Mbappe, or when the image writer and as a sponsorship dealer or advert, emancophobia, food chain companies need be aired. There are other groups and also companies are advertise more or Ginisika everywhere. Or phone said the France of one person or money no. A bit Makwa Kobase, Kukuti Fias say no. One unipaya or ma suit a won't cry. Ukuma sign deal. On the mouth suit said and there was a black kama far would say. A Joe nipa. And Abia a Jumam Hampeni for say, Kwakudi Abiansi a quack of Varas collections about. I'm also torn shoes. And I say, suit. Ya pesa oba now by advert. Emma Varas collections. A Kobanes are also personal way na ono. A breach of contract. Because when you pay one crayon or ma suit the BI who say, oh, advertising ma Varas collections. I Nani pay a meme born okay. Was I also or advertise Ediama company and any work competition. About say a conflict of interest. Meanwhile, a mum hano and penifona or sign contract no. O man can't say image rightness or Mukwajibi a bar. Ube trap picture now by advert MOBia percentage booma at the Mbappe is on Tiasi. Onko, non concucha. So I can't or can't penifone fino and today in the soya. I'm afraid so be amra. Young concucha and I shall my catch some member. Some more person me banner me beya. You need to meet me, my mother, and I'm a lawyer. Explain things to me. Na me ntia se I don't make kwakwe no. Enko breachy me already announce existing partners me no more deal and also agreement. E penifo na kan say okay o mate. Omoni ni be sha otwen ya nti omo ankusha. Enu nti na Kylian Mbappe anye de anko. Now, PSG and Mbappe ensu nya the same problem. Mbappe told them say so be extending the contract at time and Madrid the air penal. O mama na anko no. O catch them so be extending the contract no Wester. Up 100% exclusive image right. See, I didn't advertise it. Right now, I was no claim 100%. The club get nothing. PSG initially were against that, but Real Madrid by discussing anymore. Omu say baby, eka kwana na ipe kwanya kono na omoti asema and say obetima for the 100% image right. No what was why ejuma. So at a point in time, no any PSG for that agreement at all ejuma. Reason in tier next still on PSG for work court as hani manibia. PSG for the phone said they gave him some amenities be or why. They say so when you are bonus snisi kabia o claim no. Ono angas when you for so any be nti win here say yeah the man at Real Madrid. All the sign in Madrid contract we heard they say Mbappe epese onya 100% image right. Emma Madrid for the catch and say hi yes how. Room high yes how. You bet mama percentage but the whole person who the majority of image right no. Ya nye bia ma Ronaldo. Ya nye bia ma Figo, ya nye bia mfa ma Raul money we. Sabe Mbappe uni subida e ukruma. Nti those agreements no Madrid any nyae. Na enano player about say photo shoot or my year we. Obia picture but so far 3 players and no de mbae. Hendrick, Ferland Mendy and no Kylian Mbappe. Surprisingly, Ferland Mendy and Hendrick and Komobia knew omo. Because Hendrick cried people believe say ono we plenty event in the Canada say US no anya den could any other enti so muni ho na bia ya ade no eno ni ma enye problem but for Kylian Mbappe he is there and an info ni by now raw statement now what they are to from the camp of Kylian Mbappe omo na the explanation we about omo kan e dey ache I don't know say baby out in kabet me aboa me no working kan key points bi na e wo me dey amame
I think say a minute me and I'm making kind of the issue of image rights for the legend Zara
I'm friendly legend. Way from the caucus of Kylian Mbappe. Yeah. This statement from Mbappe inside Mbappe.
Mbappe legend. Mbappe family is very interested in the image rights, and they informed the club about this matter. The issue is not simple, and they do not take it lightly. They are complex in this aspect and consider it a sensitive legal matter.
Because of time.
Yeah.
As I'm now can this is a sensitive legal matter. Because all banner and Komobia or no Mudi Yans or banner from the inside of Mbappe, the camp on the field say, and near money a bit complex. Understanding being Tiasebia and say, yeah, Juma, Abia 1:1, 1:2. Omun said, Dante near maybe as in Tichama intimate advertising mamma, Omika. To be naturally, he need roundtable discussion with the representatives. No, that is why they are saying send the family. No, the family comprises of Neymar, my father are married, and then a lawyer. No, and no Kylian Mbappe. They should be present. Madrid for in beer dock case in movie. And some now you can't answer yeah, bano. And now we are Real Madrid. Mama yaje to my baby do how you guys don't want to. Kylian Mbappe say so. Bianca and fighting for one writer. Or no Mbappe, he knows his right and will always stick to the right. And your only image in the air cotton. And for Swama club, but untimem fanning cotton engine for Swama club no abra. Or no na o ton a gini bibin Omana kakra. And now Oman ni deal share in Yano. So Kylian are opt out. As we speak, so already statement and they call down why. Omun is a advocacy, but I want to say, but it is possible to publish the photo soon if agreement is reached and the issue is resolved. So Madrid for friend Mbappe CCA can say no money net no more reach agreement time for any day or home to publish it. But until then, Kylian say he still stand by the right. He's a big boy, he's a legend, just like article Nankas and as an call for Nankas I refer to. So a legend on demand tenacity and my mom for BB and in this. So I think they're a bit complex, a bit complicated, but this is Real Madrid. And Kylian Mbappe should understand they say, you say. And never now, my micro way I from Gangaria, no by your papa side of us on way yawa. P.S. you be trying, we will be encouraged for Real Madrid. The politics and then Neymar around the club, a friend says, around the club, Real Madrid, no, you need to make sure say he comes down, address issues amicably. Now, I'm from Funin and many I say, encourage generating unnecessary pressure around him. No, Mario Cothenia report to me, he say, offer Victor Gyökeres, Emma, Real Madrid. Now, I lose about time. We'll deal with that. Why would deal with that?
Joker is Madrid now.
In terms of the profile and I say in terms of what he adds to the team.
All the team no pay say musi running on. Kofa we all have.
In terms of then
the whole team knows my is out.
Yeah, according to
they say Mbappe not judge himself about 9. But then Real Madrid will suffer.
Yeah, but I'm pay no chance on the foul.
Real Madrid will suffer because
over inside report now. Money for say Alonso are content with Rodrigo, Mbappe, and Vinicius no anymore, and they need a natural number 9 or better access or better nanche. Club name spending much on him because we could chase Kakese fan and any wages now about also starting games. But Alonso so own team occupy own your space.
And
no, he's a young guy.
Oh, na Kwambuku boy. Primary for Kwambuku, he's a young guy. We start doing. Now they say primary that throw up Kotoko so up Kwambuku Kotoko because of Kwambuku.
Africa.
Only Africa.
Why we are police beat match?
But Kwambuku come and read that. Obo command started.
Already.
Kwambuku come and Kobo you say Luma to type.
Started
ahead of him.
Beshi game.
I had to send your message. You said no, I'm not responding to about. Send your message.
Game is crucial.
Is already Basuno on the
Kwampuku Besha say abogos. Kwampuku na dey man one thing here or ball my bastard. Kwampuku jamado anymore.
Abogos.
Na no ye Nigeria for no how many minutes? 45 minutes. And then I can ball 3.
Coach in we've seen Kwame Poku in his moment as
I'm flating and come on this little
no. And no responding to comment about Facebook. You
go Kwame Poku be my call Black Stars. When you soon initial position. What look boss said?
Nigeria.
System no to the boy and suit the first.
And you all come out of the started.
Obebo.
Now I am trying.
Me say Obebo.
Now I am trying.
A coach choice.
Labio. Now I am trying.
Me say a coach choice. Says Zabi Alonso pe Kwame Poku be here. Ombra. Ombefano. No for engineer anymore. Now Kylian Mbappe operating from right. That's a Vinicius Junior operating. The fan say Rodrigo de Guzman operating. No way operating for Hanu anymore. My clinic. Now do you want to bet Chanchama na bomb? Me pese I don't know Ejima.
So I say coach's choice. I know they can change.
Coach choice. You say coach choice.
Coach's choice. It is a matter from free. Coach's choice. So you have a choice. Performance. Vinicius, Mbappe, Rodrigo Goes. It's one and Sanchama.
I don't mean to be. You say Zabi Alonso.
Rodrigo bet na bench now.
Zabi Alonso na na bench.
That's true.
Unjira huni yo.
Zabi. Boy, me clear one. Come on, dear.
Na say ni come on back home.
I'm not the okay.
We be very fine. Kwaku. The value is the same, and even Jackson is even better than Liam Delap.
I don't know, Kaza.
I've seen people saying there, or about a few minutes, or by assist, Jackson assist and all that. But Gwagu, the Enzo Maresca Treno, Amaya who say, Nicholas Jackson, a player that he loves to play him, whatever being the reason, or Penasem. And the only thing about Miyama Liam Delap, I imagine say, or displace Jackson after Chelsea lineup na bench. When he starts scoring goals. Without him scoring goals, he's done nothing better than Jackson better na bench. Just look at the assist that Jackson here, you know. But your far but how he was able to lay it off to a branch of neto. Monko finish. That color of assist from Liam Delap was also fantastic. No two ways about it. I am one of us. But Sadio Mana obey our park and so with that few minutes no boy, you know. It's nothing more than the Jackson and sweating off for Chelsea. Jackson is a striker that he feels is a pebble on a ball. Yam Fabo and Mammy Mobody. Liam Delap a different profile, and a profile here or no the movement near sharp, not all scoring goals, no holding up play and all that. That is what Liam Delap here. But so be a Sadio Mani na assistant one of my Chelsea. There is nothing a bit more possible say Liam Delap to Jackson never for Chelsea anymore. Because Jackson has been giving a Chelsea that assist and that a play or more and so anymore. The only thing now a striker now about Chelsea to Jackson getting the ball at the back of the net. If you don't do that, to Jackson free Chelsea team because what he offers Chelsea Bobo Kono is more than striker you can imagine. He gets the ball, drop deep, but the ball no Bobby. And my Chelsea for number sometimes in midfield. Echo a support attack. No, the only thing Jackson any year is finishing. Do your striker now, ba. Now you are going to also do assist. Now, oh yesterday was here now, and there's no point here go for Liam Delap and watch him there. But the minutes that he played for Team FN Chelsea, it was fine. Now he needs to understand that relationship with that Nicholas Jackson and Kupama Terminal. He needs to try and also get that. If he's able to get that and even more, that means he's going to get things done in a proper way. Because we've seen the understanding between the two and how Musibwa Chelsea team. You know, if he's able to get that done there, that means he's trying to get a bunch of Jackson from the team. But yes, I assist Nibia na Adebema there. That means na yeko for banu yantimanga go fashion.
But you know, a possible zone no name Kupama. Winner ebe clicky very well. Man City Academy. So no more me ye. And that time no cry na goose nation em na we no was so pa chain Palmer.
Yeah.
No mo in the book. Or mo shishi goose.
Yes.
We no man a platform no ne Palmer boy.
To play for the under 21, you need to unlearn certain things before you be able to get into the senior team. if he's able to unlearn Sana Manemano and get to understand the pressure that it comes to playing for senior side, which of course when you kakra or Ipswich, playing for Ipswich is total different from playing for Chelsea. Ipswich can decide to stay back in games against teams of no ball. They will stay back and they will play you as a lone number 9. You hold that play, yeah, release the ball to Omo attack him. Get into position but you play for Chelsea, which sometimes they want to play football. This is not the Chelsea that we used to know. It's only a defensive. Omojibo now, one striker, what jat or what 10, what lane off the amount, or support some more support, and you run, back up match, back up finish it. This is not that Chelsea. This is a Chelsea that they play football no park. So he need to understand that. If he's able to do that, then again, make us wait more to Jackson. But obey and run there, and you're bad. But your performance, I think Jackson got in a bench. That is not a performance. So he needs to up his game. Early days yet, because there were times on a Chelsea team night training, and what he was able to offer and run in the game, I think they're quite good. He will come stronger and play for team of Chelsea. But it goes and suddenly what met to a bunch of Nicolas Jackson and to a team of Chelsea team. But Yambo Enzo Fernandez Abaso. He's been a player about Chelsea, no. None more than one in this role. But this season, he's giving consistent performance. If you look at him, anyhow, what all season in your man, I think he's come good. Said now last year, 2024, no, a year for a branch of friend, a year Palmer, no. 2025 has not been the best year for a branch of friend Palmer because he's not been scoring goals as he used to do. In 2024, he scored around 29 goals plus a lot of assists. But this year 2025 year no he's somewhere around maybe 5 goals and few assists, like 6 assists or so. But if you look at Enzo Fernandez, he's been scoring goals for team friend Chelsea. He's hitting the region of maybe 6 goals for team Chelsea. So that should tell you what happened in the game no. And the money spent on him, say Chelsea bet that from Benfica Bano. I think that kakra he's getting there and he is getting closer to Neymar and him to bet him because about Premier League no. The player not need a kind of Argentine national team, which is McAllister. He was playing for Liverpool and he was doing well. Or no bad team friend here Chelsea no. Now in this roster, but he's been a new borner or born the matches that you could see there is something new. Look at the way we see control ball and then score the good for team friend Chelsea against LAFC. I think it was a good exercise for team friend Chelsea. If you look at Chelsea team no and how we see building your man individually, you see they are getting players, they will come good. Me, I see them say they need a goalkeeper. Sanchez, me goalkeeper, they can trust him. But if you look at Onu, now you look at Chelsea, right back, left back. And one person, Marco Chiera. He's been outstanding. If you look at first goal, see your first goal highlight now here. But on the bed J ball, no the Jackson. And a Jackson lay ball off to an end too. And he was in the box. Senator Ntimisha, he was in the box waiting to get the last ball. No one found to net him. He's been a player now a born home the year for team friend Chelsea. That Enzo Maresca, left back or more invert, I think he's been able to understand it and a born home the year at the team friend Chelsea. Or my idea, if you look at Chelsea team now, we now get to understand level no style of doing no different now. And now we need to accept the fact that they've come to know that they are building a new team. They are building a team different from that ideology and doctrine and the Reverend Roman Abramovich. They've come to understand that they are not going to spend a lot of money on players. They are not going to buy big players. They are going to buy and quality. They feel that with time they will come good for Team Chelsea. And if you look at Chelsea setup and or the boy, LAFC is not a team that a Casibia Broso. But our Chelsea team they start here now. In few years to come, if they are going to come good. Or may have teams who are English Premier League, and even outside Europe. Because if you look at our team there, that one is quite a good team. Goalkeeper and a pair, and I mean team in Indy. But apart from that, I think it's a good one. But you shouldn't give up. When you don't give up in life, you are always victorious. Michael Antonio, am I a new match? You shouldn't give up. Nyoma eto Antonio no. Ne you Africa ha enkobewu. But he had opportunity to be in Europe. And if you look at him, Any how waka ni si ye. Now he's been able to come back and play football again. I think say the mentality no is something that they say ubia nyabi. Because we tell in 7 na all kana say omo ba so be in Africa nim no. No we finish seat so abeto in between or no seat no just no any front in between and all share. And report just say he was trying to get out of the car, but because now the nine was shattered in tea and I went to MP. The nine ni tulo. The nine ni a dear man to Michel Antonio ya Antonio because we are footballer on found some to ball on more rugby. A 9 na the ball. So for 9 will be shattered. Now you go through no matter what go through ni na and he's back playing football again. Go. His life story should be something that we will be an artist at this one. And motivate you. The bet two piano who say otokoso na say still no man say ya. I think the way to make a year and 20 minutes. Nipa wa wunkwa. Any that's so. But what some kwa dia ko no beti makoye dia ma. But car we pay it we there. Africa haba bia enka oye gona ko ye. Ana mo zo mo car some to zeri o kan. Ya de mo use no. Ze ha no hye da nya biza abenya no ko ka we one door. One door. Yeah. Ghana ha enka ka obe use ye be Land Cruiser. Ntin ko de pem ko no. And can sa so what you say aha bo won pay on say saloon card and sport cars and ade no and no pay but omo so de no omo to mo no on say de na bia te say me Amera ya na me use say Amera na 2004 model nti imagine car 2004 na sa 2004 me akwa na mo vie say me ya twika na ba zine na me san use aka no nti nyame afo fie na o di twia afena ma o di twia na bibia yi na on for fita for doors. As me anam chen fit any na. Tell no grand the machine na the name na. Oh my me Amera. By sa Amera nso ni car ba ko ma use in recent times and you because me top 10 is gum kra me na me ko no. Wa bibi ni adwen. Mancho. Yeah. So any more ya fan to twa kwampuku. Oh, kwampuku ni mo e Madrid ni bodo obo na simple. Asa the simple aka mo yin kra yedi. O kra wudi ma na sa o kan kra ni wo. Yin kra yedi. Ye strikers ni o kru mu anom. You catch him say, "Yedi amankona could na Madrid." You man that opportunity. You has won to me. It was a chance amankona go back to back. What the top goal scorer? What will Kroma back to back? No, no could not think kasi now man that fully support na coach a designer proper. Jakana ko last year ya grow lady. Call him Mate. It's wow pay. Boys, you know. Amankona you can't say Tunisia chair crowd don't come into me. Kwame ya dene ko Algeria wa ntimi amolo. You know they found. Abrabono Real Madrid Abrabono baby wo no ma ubeko emfa baby wo so abeko ebefa Fernando Torres wo lipo efai why am I akwa cross I call lose local wa se la kala wa seresa ile wa go mi ni sere is na boka is na only be chrome ni keko sister no oh okay sister wo one se na o kan no ni ato was there yamba okay so now on Tiasa last support yeah I think say Neymar papa ti me didn't come kakra Neymar sin didn't come kakra say o person e bana e come back to Europe na obeto na kense ne so and also obeto na football career no so e de mo no akasa no but say Neymar be back to Europe is either say obeko Spain and also be back into the likes of Fenerbahce Turkey I mean Jose Mourinho team no team abeshem abon ho modern the other side of Fenerbahce but all coming back to Europe no ebetima bo one Neymar na of course we understand say baby agina sisi ano Neymar a probi so obetima abo obetima ko into the World Cup 2026 Mundial no team ko see kind of Brazil maybe it will be his last dance with the Brazilian national team or no in that particular team waiting and emerge as the top goal scorer for that particular national team he wants to create that last dance with the Brazil national team. So Betima going to the 2026 World Cup with Brazil, then he needs to have more playing time, stay consistent enough, make sure so Betima stay refreshed, no Betima ball until Betima going to the World Cup, playing with the side of the Brazilian national team. Baby and Imagina Siciano, in the last 2 years, free PSG Football Club in 2023. Eba Al Hilal, ABC and kind of in the Saudi Pro League. He has not been able to stay consistent enough because of injury situations that are happening here. Last year, when he was playing against Uruguay in the 2026 FIFA World Cup, oh, yeah, that knee injury, oh, stay home a lot of time.
Or coming back, Bebo Al Hilal game, first game or Sanso Boy or Sanso in your knee injury, and so yes, that ankle injury or Sanso call back a Cotinefi. And then it has not been well, and on one casa mutually or party ways with Al Hilal or Sako back to with Santos, the boyhood club, it could see a kind of moment. Baby an image he needs that fresh legs are coming back into Europe. Because I will compare baby or no name Mashasi is here in the European sphere when it comes to Spain. Spain football, the reason why we are successful enough with Spain football wasn't because of a point on no fast by, but it was because of the team on one Casabitum. So when you that team of FC Barcelona, unya Lionel Messi, unya Xavi, Andres Iniesta, unya the side of Luis Suarez, unya Obiti se on one Casa Neymar, it was that particular team. Now unya Rakitic, one of those kind of players in the team. It can easily tell you so you can easily thrive. And Neymar formed that wonderful MSN. He was being used as a typical creativa and sometimes being used as an auxiliary striker, supporting Lionel Messi. As Lionel Messi man a lot of assists, he will score that goals for you. On Lionel Messi, that kind of assist. And then sometimes he can give that kind of assist to Luis Suarez in that particular front attacking third for the side of Barcelona. He made sure to be creating a lot of memory for Barcelona fans. It was by the side of FC Barcelona. Check about the Sika Barca phone penny for the Cotonou different Santos at the time. Not all 2021 and not all back into the Bright or all back into the Spanish La Liga. Close to about 57 million euros. And at Barcelona for spending at the man. But then even before some of Barcelona, we shouldn't forget say Neymar dos Santos Jr. At the age of 14 years, more about Real Madrid Football Club. Abetima spent the close moment of time in try as why successful the Real Madrid Football Club. But then on one case, said he wants to go back to Brazil. No facilitating on one case the player development. So coming back into the European sphere, he can stay consistent enough with his performance and then he can stay a lot of time for himself. It's when he went back to Real Madrid Football Club at the time. Now only 10,000 reals a month. But because now Santos for Nusro said Barcelona for us Real Madrid Football Club better for the Santos need to know. Omutimi a double na salary close to about 125,000 reals per month. Abroad 10 and 17 years was signing a professional contract for the side of Santos Football Club or Brazil. He had a lot of moments with them about nobody Brazil Premier League. But when he came to the Spanish La Liga, with the movement of FC Barcelona, he was able to win the La Liga, won the treble under Luis Enrique. And in that team, he had a lot of flair, he had a lot of people, and then they were pushing him. And also, the physical nature of Spanish La Liga, you cannot compare it to the English Premiership, you cannot compare it to the French Ligue 1. Because with the Spanish La Liga, they play with a little bit of technique. They play with more of that kind of tenor. So, injury free. So, at Barca, he enjoyed most of his play moment in time. But in the year 2017, when we had a world-breaking record fee, our PSG Football Club had turned 223 million euros in the free FC Barcelona, in the core PSG Football Club. He went there, had history with PSG Football Club. The only thing that PSG at that time, now Luis Ocampos, and Nasser Elkhalaf, Moshedi Free Neymar dos Santos Jr. coming into PSG Football Club. Money but another ball Edema FC Barcelona. So by the PSG, only use PSG from the French League, Coupe de France, no making sure or the PSG every day UEFA Champions League. But when he came, on several occasions, or knocking the doors for the PSG football to make the UEFA Champions League in Ophelia. The last moment of having with the PSG, although moving into the finals of the UEFA Champions League, was the 2020-2021 season. When at that time, Unya Thomas Tuchel, who was the coach for PSG Football Club, together with Kylian Mbappe and Omujinatino, he did very well. More going to the finals, meeting against Hansen Flex at Bayern Munich Football Club. They scored them by 1-0. And Neymar disappointed in that particular game because coming to PSG Football Club, the only thing that he wanted to do with PSG is to have that kind of history with PSG. Say, being that kind of player, Mutisika the boarding 223 million euros, almost 20 free FC Barcelona, then about the side of PSG Football Club. No, he needed to make sure Smith restore that glory with PSG. But Ophelia, the subsequent season, the 2022-2023, and when you had that better season now from the side of PSG Football Club. With the little traumatized, and not all having that kind of individual differences together with Kylian Mbappe. Lionel Messi back into the team. No, we wasting and Lionel Messi, Kylian Mbappe, Neymar dos Santos Jr. That kind of attacking trend would have become successful enough for PSG, but almost failure. Neymar was part of that squad. All-Free PSG Football Club, it was a whole lot of movement. Christopher Gatien in a lot of instances from the side of Neymar dos Santos Jr. But an All-Free PSG across Saudi Pro League, close to about 96 million euros, no number 2, or the coin. He needed to have that stand with Al Hilal because at that time, Saudi Pro League now had the Saudi investment fund. Koma Fasu Etima probed a lot of money into the football clubs. Al Nassr, Al Hilal, and most of these clubs are more Saudi Pro League anymore. They wanted Neymar dos Santos Jr. to become the second face of the Saudi Pro League after the side of Cristiano Ronaldo. Because some more Karim Benzema, so Neymar became the face of Neymar and the face of Cristiano Ronaldo will push the agenda of the Saudi Pro League to that particular existence of the global stage. But Neymar when you need injury, I'm going to famano. Or feel more than the playing times was sent when you Saudi Pro League Al Hilal. Check about the number of times of Bodema Al Hilal. And do be 18 plus 7-2. But the last game of boy, OD3 Waban, we started twice. And that's who Neymar no did not feel to be able to say, born and Casa in Neymar, a free. He needed to mutually understand and part ways with Al Hilal, not in the boyhood club Santos. Okodu Santos, no, it was a whole moment for Neymar because Ophelia said this was the club erasing, this was the club instilling that football nature talent in him. Emmanuel FC Barcelona. He needed to give it all out to the side of Santos FC. But Okoye, Pras Samson Sakodi, in the last matches, Santos, he has been able to score just 3 to 4 goals with just 2 assists. It tells you, say, currently as we speak, not only about the age and Neymar close to about 32 to 33 years, but then the football in Neymar and Kasan form. So coming into Fenerbahce, we have a Turkish league, and Turkish league, Galatasaray is trying to buy a lot of players into their football club. Jose Mourinho going to the Turkish Premier League, it is actually making sure say there are a lot of clouds will also come into the Turkish league. But baby and name and so coffee in the batch there is a particular league almost physicality was so just like the English Premiership. Obi Turkish Super League beginning say Bono is not only about having the flair, playing defensive style, playing offensive style, but then almost physical. It was so so when you have one so physical nature, I know you're playing a physical nature, you can't play in the Turkish league. And this is the particular manner. Because of his driven skills, because of his flair, because of his qualities in most of the defenders produce so Neymar Jibona so but this is what cannot war. And Bona Casano any name. So about the Fenerbahce team fine enough, just say Mourinho, fine squad. But even the coach or coach the mother side of Fenerbahce, the style of play best suiting Neymar dos Santos Jr. now to me is no. Because we all know Jose Mourinho say he is that kind of coach or more defensive style and making sure to be probing in the counter-attacking system of football. And Neymar age now what you know, 32, 33 years. Ultimately running as or the Mabasa, ultimately run as or the bad PSG Football Club. The name also answer Ontina dos Santos, Ontina Santos. Say Santos no bet na so be World Cup ni be ko bi. The here say obetima man in one so yi. Because in the last matches what them Santos the goals and assists has not been consistent enough for the side of Neymar. And so the so-called World Cup now, not coming back to Europe, and one a bit me, I revitalize the energy performance of Neymar. So what's not Santos, not born home or born now, he can still go to the World Cup.
Mate, mera sepa maestro, yamrana meninya kondi komo kakrasimadu. Ewo amuzu heba clinic koma so e dupa de omodi bia bedwama so pa na onfenwere ma nyago bibia abokode.
Adum nanso yi.
Amen.
Adena was saying.
Oh, and yes, no one of any age.
Me Adam and him seconds way toy.
Oh, David, and
Go now, a free last week, you best in the baby I about call there.
Say, I don't mean
who he has a wire can say.
Oh, dear Yami, Yami,
Tabby Biabo, Bibian so cost. Okay, and then they are Muslim come had a prior better than can kind tea. Ye be bo and come many that so.
I remember there me de wa pa. Set up back there be quality.
So
is that I want cousin what you
and send be pa or mo kan holo. Be fa won kwa waso. Next week me top back. Next week me top back.
Yeko was
me Matia bre Matia branch na mtimi kasa enti meje top back ene ye pese wi ase mema nyina hu sese wo hwe ho no ho what will be
headline no me am you crash
enya hwe ho no nyina ene ye enkwe.
Oh, okay.
Yes, obi ohonum a emu pagya na eye ne ya no eye ne se eye nkwe hwalenge no me pa chew ebi enso ye enemu ya de fi se wonya gonorrhea no a ba ko symptoms a wo ni se eye a na wo hwa no mu ayedu na ye wo ya na ye de wontimi nya ne hwe be sa wo tanya sa symptoms no eba na ekọ a ko na koye lab we lab ni e boso kire wo se wanya enemu ya de bia enkobo da wuro we emfa won sankosun wanu nkosu adure we say fa pharmacy na e wo mo akire ho na na se ba shop no wo kwa we se me pe adure we eno ni amuzu pi no wo pe mako enan wo pe 4 na dia ko misro we emfa nkodi nkomo wo hwa ho no wo hwa abamu emu ya wo ya eni de wo bantimi fa ne sansomuo emposa ne senkate ani nyina ebe firi ho ama ho ato ni emposa na ni so ya ni nkete
lebi ebe emposa we ani pa no
be ni pa no
bebi a won sabo ana de boma ontimi control ho
sa se massage mamu
dabi ye ne boy ni ye ka sanati
eti nsom
odo sabo ma o bobo kra na ebuma wani timi ha
but you so baby so etimi so ebo
ani de minim de
line bi no na wa ade wunye bi da wo so se eni eti na ya oya no mesi ya posa ade se nkate meboa jake wo so wunye bi da wo so be kasa
wa mama nkama no
no pa ma o mu bie bibia tu no mu fakete so wan kekema enti me pa che obema wuhia amuzu pi mako enan na wanom no anopa ene anwumre because me pacho wunya sa abeleka apona na anom de be sa illustration no na bra yi pe bi age anom na de obeye nyan sa anopa na wunya ni di ye no abeleka apoketwa no wabu ne ma no wanom afi anwumre na no so wabu no wanom uwi a ni nyina uwi a na wadidi ye be no ne sa abosome baako na waye abstinence na uwi a wasa akoye wo lab ni biem na meka se be mei wo hwo aba na ehono na sa wo so wani ni wo so na watwi wani abotu brazia wan hwe ya wo betena wa na afego no aha wo mensem e wo pam bra panyini wo ananka enimu se wonyi oba ahopopo ahyi chi no wo pam wonyi oba wutimi satisfy no afede o se watena wa menam yade no adidi wo ho ama sese de hours ni minutes ni dodo a wasanka wo kwansa won so kra ho aba no tia na etikofom wo de esesi a no wagem na ada honom no wasa ayebo nya se wogem no kra no wo wiase akosoma ma na sore ayebo ho ni se pana rubber na no an se dawo se ontimi nya adwuma ni biem de enam yade ebeye wo no be ma ne ho bantam so ko na so mu dampam a no mai se bawe why stiff as a basic of obo so mu otim mpam on person be style bia biem tibra tu ho kwato amuzu pi ni bi na chance yesa wono no madura do kamuzu ayaba etu namu yade ase honhonhon me se wo bi no bi waka se yade no etese de yede pane asi wuso ti yedi nsu asi wuso no ewura winti ni mu ankasa enti pebi na wonso no yede hama ani nubna ene nua hini no mako aduonu nan na Dr. Amuzu tina se ye research se ansa na bema enya syphilis anase gonorrhea no nyesu ofiti ya yesi wanya ne keke symptoms no efiriwe na kwa efiri ha na kwa ene asa dia ha ba bi amefa bia be kwa kotaka symptom bi e dia manipa no enu ti na wonya gonorrhea na echepa wo ho a wo da sori ye no an so asori hu so be ma chiawo afedi ebedidi hu ade bia no an se si ni trase but wo start se wo nom se adro wo yi a na afo sori anopa bo se na epeja ni mu Dr. Amuzu nkwa na timi ka kire mema se namu yade e ma wo black mamba no kura gi tofom timu a wonu nkwa na timi ban mi bom e ma sanya ahoden biem sori gina wo ese ne kane no na ye adwuma Sa aban ni mienu eya akomore e na kraman kote se se aye de ukojire nwuram se kote bra unhunu Dr. Amuzu nim se de site no esa nim kwan e fa so ekonipa ni mu a wo betimi enya ahoden eti gonorrhea na mananse wo be ma nchiawa ade a wasa wo ye ne se ukoto Amuzu pi ni bi na afa wo be hunu se esa akomore ni nti no afa ebe pagya ni mu be so pagya ni mu anu ncha se fa koye adwuma e kire wo se afa de wo hu esisi wo so ba afi wasan ye research hu say be ma bi wo ho no mu a se wonya syphilis a hanu ama ade ya ABOU si wo koso mu a na wono de ne de ye ne ye afi na nsansa bi abegu ase ti ade a wo si ye so ma ye oya no ensa abegu ase de otimi posa ne senkate na ye ode na ho agu a wo se sa akokofuru eti wo si ye oya
the chances say sabuma
na emom na de no so na mpaso ye ntokwa etokwane ekono
pa no ho pre ne kakra
bana na be man
na no sakobu
no ba no pre wo mpem ade we bibia ye stuff
that is all powerful
ade wonye bi da ese ye ka so wa no dendenden ti mesraw be ma se wutu boss no ho ekoba se ase ne keka no ensa bia gu wo santwere ase o kana mitie wujira nipam kura na wuti me pa chokope bi wai nanom ana afei ekoba se wo black mamba na ho ena nsa no ya ekosi anu ma na ahye nsuo na asa pai na akosi baby amade no ho aye kan se no na da me kan enja kenchire oba nse enye yakọ enye yakọ e wo se ye smooth sawade mo no na ne otumi se ye
so that ni amagu so
yes
eso efe
ye hu aye nwi ni ahun se hu ye smooth te say right and pardon eti be ma edre we ne bebo ama wajapade no aye smooth na ensansan nyina adwane ti be ma bia wo tie me ne sisi ye ne ja sisi ya de nti wo bi achim se bidie ka no wonam hana ne sisi nso nam east mesra kope Amuzu pi ni bi na sha se se wo nonom ebe yi sisi ya de afi office no nso 20 ni ewum na ahaban no aye friend se nsuo gya no eno na ebe pamo nsansan no ahaban no epamo ensansan bia bonus ne se ebo wo prostate ho ban hwe ebe ha ebe yo nwa se yarewa ha emema esisu pa se
prostate
guys ni momumpo because me first ni dey eni so obi papa bi prostate ha na wanyini by say ne mebu no mo amoye mrant ye ni madwane amudi ni de moye mo eti prostate no akọ high pa se yare sa ba wo ho te se gonorrhea dia na wo mobo wo check ani a shade because afena na ebe yi ne ho wo te se Joshua de yase etimi ya na se wasire mu wo nan na esi form no ni nyina ya wo ya jisa okoto Amuzu pi ni bi na Fred Dr. Amuzu ni disa prostate no ehun komo officer na say wa ye free screening na emabunu pa no wo manya bi no enya asem keto eti Amuzu pi no de wonte hwe kura won say yesi prostate jejemo eti wo de wo to de abo prostate ehun ban afa 20 na ma yesi yade no ni nyina akọ Bema woni wo be hie mu ade e wo se wo te defa de na ka tiri hu fifire pa sane no wo de ande wo te yaw bema wo dwonso a eno so wo se nka wo te de wo mu no wo so wo te yaw koto Amuzu pi ni bi na sha se se wo no no afa se wo ye bema na wo dwonso na me se wo pampan pa wo dwonso wo bo wo dwonso good of glisima this all cause akọ flash ko pela venda de begum because e bon dodo se wo de ne bot se ko tra dwonso a kwana kope Amuzu pi ni bi na ye yare eni ye kokokokokokoko enye eni ye tum eno so enye kura na fe wo jonso na emu papa ye no na kire wo se bema yare bia besrawo eti kope Amuzu pi enhyehyɛ ya wo aduro yi ho ne se wo no ma enkunuma ena fe nkatie ena wuni saa 1 month no uwia na fe wachi wagum na we did the opinion na why abstinence na fe wo nyonko no anase ho kani no wo betobi na ade ama wo no nso wa sha asese wo no nom oba no nso bia no so anya infections na mu nyina amanom na fe mu wia ma ye lab no ye hu se mo ho atomo a you are good to go mo na mo kro no da so saa che waga akwan na ne wo fa ne seprese no Amuzu pi heba Mr. Nemu yade aduro tatahwe eno no bomode aso bepebi na Fred Doctor Ewa 0247
0247
77
67
43 0247 77 43 Wei aye garlic no amuzu garlic no aha na eno na biebie entini mu no adura yi ekuta zinc na fe sulfur ade a yeboa nipadua na ne se etimi ma wo da na ho sa zinc ne sulfur no wo ba sori no ho oden ekura emema mu tie program infa ni bonus se wo baburu ni aka cho se wo pressure wo higher ema wo yamo nhehye wo da se no ni bi wo a ha wo mensem kwato amuzu garlic bitters ni bi na sha se wo nonom na afi wo ho ebeto ena afi wanum pampan boni bia ebeye afiri ho ama wo ho ato be ma pampan wo tirima wo wanum kasagu nipa so a ene wansampobre be 30 no mo bonnwom saa na chese wo mo tonyom chese wanum na bontia ka ho na kope amuzu garlic bitters edra te pressure so eti sugar level so diabetes fuaduro stroke fuaduro tata hwe eno no ekuta alison ena afi eye selenium ya eno so etimi boa bema selenium no ne bomo sperm no ban se wa brese wo wayare bi se de be ya betimi ahye oba ni nyinsei na afi alison no aboa moja adiafu sane akwaba enti wani so kama edu papa ena mamodin edi achew ya watafo inshaye so eho eye amuzu junction koko pa na hawa bra ma doctor nshew obo wa koko efifiri ne to watena konwa so anu wa sugar say ase de wo ja ne na wo careful so no mesra wo dia ne se wo beba amuzu junction ma doctor amuzu di koko aduro pa wo wo de aka wo ye labs ahodo nyina ye twa scan be ma ye be show wo sperm mu die ntina ntimi nhye wo ba nyinsai ni nyina ye bi watafo nhyaye so amuzu junction 0247 77 67 43 0247 77 43 so wo didi ko badia entina ho ABOU ma wo be me ewudia
adin akon me da se ye se hia wa ye be se hia
next week u bisa masema me fiu de u bisa ka ho ni nyina wo de aka me time
sesen ni nyina aka ho na wo mi ya wo so wo no me ne wa ati
okay me de nya me ne wa
aka ho sen o bana me twa ma ode
u fra ma pe na me wa
ka ma pe de oni fi ole o me so wa she to nzizi a adi ada wo ye ba presera me ken ya PFC almost striker abedi karimwane and na to aso edin komo babi ene ye Charles Kuku asampo man e bisma terrible
terrible
ne baby ex Hartlepool recruit Chelsea Great Olympics anti ene na woda so Chastela happy birthday kwa fama legend
na legend
sports team in a cabo we show happy birthday or mono no born na mo be born kruma no
Charles Achino, the profile, no, we've not seen a better player like him before. After him, the young who be on only profile, only free money who be.
Parakomatico, Kahon sa ni upa da nigu. Yara we ba
of Emeka and Biachero. I can some Emeka and Biachero.
But yara ye ba penafi. Ya ba beto so na ye din komo ne ade a ba beri wa ono aba ba kana sema chichi mu ye nti a owo form gina na so bugu sere ma ya PFC sa ne we adi ya ba ya pede akebe eto so ya ba ye de ho ba isi a abi mereba dwumade kese no so still yara so tima ya bo adwuma bo amane makoye paramount to join ya o wa konya so be join live on Fakye TV and out here on Facebook Fakye TV unya wa like wa share na wa comment na bo na ne makoye pa area ma. Good afternoon, Virgin Boy from Onzema. Please tell Real Madrid to prepare for 5 goals against Barca. And say, oh, they be me the quichepa. Good afternoon, Virgin Boy from Zema Barca all the way. Keep the fire burning. The obomode etimi ede eramu ewo hano no ABOU. I'm daily from teaching man. Don't joke with Fakye Sport. Keep up the good work and keep reading us. Okay, keep feeding us with authentic analysis and sport update. God bless you and your crew. Here I say. And good evening. I'm Fozzy the Crucial. And I'm enjoying the show live from Wa Sombo. Honodifi Eramu Ewahano. Mabu, please, good afternoon. Hope you guys are doing well. Where is Lutake? My regards from the Primate SK Adolfo to you all. His Eminence, Yerasepa. And keep up the good work. Pastor Ike, Mechiapa Pastor. And the king who do ne kakra. Ti anopan after winner also kona okoye wiyana ehweno. I am watching live from Asante Mampon, Hala Madrid. Awaga is my name. Vamos and all the tours. Why ABOU? Please, how many changes is each team to make in the FIFA Club World Cup? I saw Chelsea make 6 changes yesterday. I don't understand. From Charles, Dominance, more will be about and one.
Was it Chelsea changes 6?
5.
5. I don't think 6. I'll cross check if it is 6.
And I will not regard them as a pre-season in India. Waiting the players be about.
I cannot say it off head, so I'll cross check and get that.
Mate, but I young call na ye nin komo sere ken abedi carry e play obo adwuma de ma ya PFC ne adia. Abedi na bibi aboko de. Na fie so te say.
Fie boko.
Na le do baby a mo bogo so no mo be trans e mo fe kakra but mo ja goalkeepers na mo show mo sa.
Yeah, so it's true Chelsea made 6 substitutions yesterday.
Okay.
I'll cross check the reason.
I'm more regarding as a pre-season
but I will never be so I'll get that for you.
Okay, Mate. Ti he na agre mu mama ni ade. Abedi mo je goals no park no so na mo ye. Abrazo we do ana ma ye things.
ABOU sometimes no say obi ane na adwuma. Nti edu park no so na o say there was plane and edu baby bi so say ya. So comport hu kakra.
Ba bo abe kakra. The flyer ne babon tin on koma na kofu dipa is min bisa question di kai. Arobe abedi are you player na because Udina abedi kai. Kwame na fa so nya asadi.
Oh, ABOU me fan say me sorry nyina na abedi na na dam so because na on kramodin bi e friend Ubedulahi. But me best said so me sorry nyina me akola nyina na abedi na na da so.
Oh, okay. And you Udina are you who's a born on a boy in the Edizadi Mawara. But all last time you know be ding come on. And then the last cry a champion on the booping. And I'm a boy, I think Kura cry.
Yeah, Kura cry.
Say, may a quiet.
Yeah.
I was say, you who saw the Bobo Cratch and Messi. Last time, we met Madame Fitch UK.
Yeah.
No catch him as those days in our board, Chelsea, no, so call. As I take my shoes, be about crew or no castle in Boba, no matter of
yeah.
And from the start,
we just wait just a minute for education purpose. So it's 5 substitutions. Our game, but even in Ghana here, what we call the concussion substitution. I'm sure Abedi is a footballer. If they explain that to every club before season, be a Bible start. I implemented that in the last season, and the last 2 seasons, our league system. Now say about game. There's a BD airboat for ERP and I'm able for my club VC Warriors. Many a BD ako air and a Yako Prim the April. You're told from the head on collusion. A BD and a head injury, my head injury. And now back once over, I could beat me at twice, but a BD situation, own team twice or more, club is forced to make a substitution. In that case, we call it a concussion substitution. So, or DNA. All opponent club and also who quite at that moment and also bet your paper, so you also want to make a concussion substitution. Now why the account on also so China team 90 player and plan any deviance and it is classified as a normal substitution. But so we at that material moment can't the way plan it is regarded as a concussion substitution. And as a game Libya Elefoninia that situation with their player. So as at the time or more years substitution, Chelsea took that advantage. And on see a change. So he make their own 6. But ideally supposed to be 5, but because they apply for the concussion rule. the substitution, that was the reason. So that's for the education purpose. So I just read the NT at Chelsea, and so that is it about it.
Mate, me da se pa. So abeli the American ebia di ba kwa yinim se eye we pie maestro ni di no abedi ayu. So me nim se no na ma unya asa di na. Go no na ye nkofo wa kakra.
Yeah. Abu ene ntimi nchire because of say me sorry na edi no ye den. Edam se. Even me nkora bremu bef set kura na abedi na ne da so. Ntimi bisa me ame ebisa efie omka chem say nipa na otu di no. I say omenya ne short abedi because ye meet my be.
Okay. Mate. But I quit him. Someone about Ghana Premier League in that.
Yeah.
That was year Ben.
15.
2015.
Chelsea.
How was it? Those days you don't feel in a bad Chelsea.
I'm free. Bupe Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Second division side.
Okay, so how was it then?
Oh, that very good because that time, you know, I'm fine say now good players bupe because we had that time na league no e boba kintampo side no na league no more di kakra anti e qualify by middle league e ba ya na hono match bia na mishego
okay
because na ya me adwen I wo meeting ni match bia na mishego ti me first match po na manya of first be 3 po answer Chelsea be count but penyin for no decide say e was Chelsea na me dey because of the playing time. And ABOU me call hono so no I think say me juma but e drum brebi no na say onim Ghana football na ko ye dey wo.
Okay. Okay. But days for Chelsea no fa firm kakra ze na na ma dey because you ze na o jam na so bobo goals be aka first season goals how shema Chelsea.
Yeah, me share 2 goals in Chelsea.
Yeah, no one man so kakra.
Yeah, me bought 2 goals in Chelsea.
That was the first season.
Yeah.
Now Premier League no never power Ghana or the man players.
Me who say first division no e more than say Premier.
E didn't na okasa.
Because me fan say first division no kwa talent e gu ho no. Yeah, I'm also saying mo Premier. Because you know sometimes no ono person bo Premier ni bi nti obobo na ni edin ne ahonde ni nyina odi eden odi shame but Premier no em fan say udu ho a e adwen ni mature bi o ultimate to kwan ba ni that kind of things so nti no adwen mu edu kakra but so wo first division na eni edin ni bibia no person we at all us say dey be a obeba e wo Premiership no nti me hu say ohono edin esin Premier.
But after Bekum Chelsea, now say it is a woody fee. Seeing cry.
Yeah.
I don't know a job or no one.
I mean, that boy, I'm saying, I tries.
Away.
Me Croatia, I tries. Because CSK Moscow.
Oh, okay.
And I'm a tries. Timmy, few on us at that time, no coronavirus. Never starting tea. Now I say, Ubia, I was over Ukrum. And a buy soon. Ipana like. Of fire no I'm say yare no koye no mu yi ni die
okay
na am di ni pafo for be nti entu me nti man ko bi ti na me imagine say Premier League no me nya den me mo bi because of ABOU me coach Chelsea no enu aba BCC na babamu ya ABOU of football nti na me decide say ball no me nya den mo bi because over league match na yaton baby na unimo hwe ti edrum na me say league ma membo bi ti anya konti pa membo.
Okay, so I don't know consider I say Ghana born there for now no o de beto kakra na why we ni ade so Russian common ba mun after no na osam ba fi no and oh yes so be ti ada kakra na bo am we kakra it seems say na many players bi mu din komo kwa no asemba ko ya me bi so omo ne say ti say me ti me footballer manya kwenya ko wa mu CSK Moscow akoye trials maestro ya fa me na masaba Ghana ya na mentality be na be di mo ba mu ti kenya mo san yes ball no mo be san abobi
sometimes na ABOU me fan say enya wo pemu na wo di beba because of the ABC the one nkronfo no agreement na wo di koye no ti o so ba so what I say na wo ba na wo ni nye den pa nhwe ball no kura be film But because Obana went to man could be more. A drum baby crana, me crana, and person me who say Omo Bobo cry.
Hey, you could do that,
yeah. Because now, Oshadi and Kawoka Kojia, any Yaudi Tiffy. Not my Bemuya Bukrana, and person me who say Omo Bobo, but me am Metanasi, me am Madame for be to me for catch him say, okay, in all the Judy, San Costa Tibium, Ubitimai, Timico Division 2 Bio, Kintampo.
Oh, okay.
Top talent.
Top talent, yeah. Team back when who would do top talent.
See, me san ko na papa no so ye me papa ntimi oboano kakra. Timi ko boana na ya pe so qualify by. I think say na Kuruma for no mu hia me mo because na baby a team ni ko no na enye. Ti omon kasa su frame say ke wan beji a baby a team ni ko na de enye kura. Why not? Because omon pa bo so na me so me ye de me nam. Oko omo nsimi fom ti o se me so me kokun den eji om me ese me ko ti me ko duru eso so no me am parents me boss chairman Narus frame it na se ka chem say the comments e wo krum ne say oba say oba e wo say odada mu no omo obi ehun say still we are
abedi na yemi
no yeah ti me so me buy no akopon ya madam. And in that son, I'm a mamma, and so maybe this so pepe, and my team kai. The boy Jumao.
But we are clinical, conforming video, you be 2 years or left foot no. It seems they're very, very, very powerful. They, I'm going to win it to so. I mean, who's there? Oh, that's all the only music they would get. I mean, who's there? As all left foot today is so powerful.
Yeah.
And one of them say, DIABY, who's a maestro, what when the left foot?
Oh, you're very, very powerful.
And or left foot is so powerful. Abedi.
Yeah, my left and the right there. Wow. Right in the and shadow in a yisa. My left in the and one me weapon and the first pay.
But Clearman no joining ERP second round.
Yeah.
And on by all matches.
About 30 matches.
And I share many goals.
And I'm just 17 goals.
I say.
Me I say 7.
Wow. 30 matches. 30 matches, 24 goals in moment.
Yeah.
Hey, Habib. Zazo ni na mu efo ana
za. Why the players no go flow ba no we should.
Metima say zones no. E more than saying other zones na me hu because nanka the way I'm see me hu din other zones na metima sha more than that. Because so ko hwe ho no na players o mugu no enye izo.
Yes, Zazo.
Yes.
And it always enka zone 2 and 3 na ka be more than.
Yeah.
Paweru numbers insane. Obi ba say obo no. E pro mo zone no musu bebre o.
Yeah, ABOU Osha on say me wo system no ache. Okay, no musu so edokra. Yeah, and na side no so me fan say ya Miami fie. Nti nyama bi wo hwa bigina environment no so ebo am kan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But I also ball game ma could be share 5 goals.
Yeah.
Na that match.
And also a league match.
And I share 5 goals.
I think against Wally can list us.
And I watch over there.
Yes, almost 7.
And I'm going to share 5 goals. I mean, why you? One thing when I mean, come when the last time we did know. And ERP was our striker. Yeah. Ultimate bought 30 matches, now 24 goal involvement. And yes, Obenya platforms there. Ubiante. And is this also do you go Kenya how many goals? No, do 21.
23, another 20, yeah, 23.
On one shall say Bonina.
Yeah.
And I have bought 30 my second round, 17.
Yeah.
Wow. It's insane.
Let's encourage us and could be more than.
Yeah, they also check here. Now we have saw the 2 issue now. Could be match almost be. I be 20 plus.
Yeah, could be match
20 plus goals.
Because you're the leading here just I think 6 goals.
Yeah. Wow. But Division 1 and Kasa Samba be you know. But said now can straight from Division 2 now about become Chelsea.
Yeah.
We experience now what can any day exposure no one that. But Obe tasty be second round and Kasa no. At Division 1 na bon and Kasa be the same is it.
ABOU Eddie pan but men fan say na American. Now because of Dino itimi ko away pono na as a nipa 2-3 edimi nko amechi because of say adwene so say me nan kura kabo na menti man shapo no betima ya assist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, itimi mark me so itimi echom say adwene de me was saying
this is a tough game ben pa na be ka say sa match we ye kom no na menim say game we die eye den a say dey see warm form na was me corner me kukunya go ba sada no me amu say me be djuma ba defenders no so be djuma pa na e match
me na any sorry nante sorry nante
that is en di un komo kakra che me
yeah na tough because na I'm so omo Pedro cry e home ka yentima nsha na yo say ye ko ti na nya is a Misha 1 but who fam yankasa because be 3 in a dimechi defenders 3 in a dimechi.
Wow.
Yeah. Minya good here but who say yeah omo mark me yankasa minya card kura o and my last game no menti man bon.
Wow. And the final game one Mobi.
Yeah, man Mobi.
Again also the money.
Yeah, and can be meti man your to account.
Wow. But ya pay FC di on komo kakra che e club benza ya titi division 1 club this every 2 club warriors abi di on komo che 11 wonders are qualifier ba and Real Tamale United munina yi teams are money on one ball ya pay FC club benza
abu team na dey me fan say afina aba and na o hwe team run so born home body because one man show and na on deep player biaka on man tenu duru ya na odi wa dey show nsem a bomb match suya the next day na pana no be agician is a bonus no ti me fan say I know na team I was Savannah region because
okay
yeah a history team be qualify mada
okay
no abanti na team I wo and na for now no ya pe no qualities wo na Savannah region so qualities wo ti the ebe hia kakra ne say ebe nya sponsorship on best sponsor team no because penyifo ne eni ko ho a betima a business crowd because quality say wo no me fan say platform no is slow until sometimes no player be crowd wo ha e hunu but first division by na mpenyimfo ma o madwen ko na omo eden support e kakra sponsor team na etimi dey business be because betima nya correct players ama be boy yeah Premier League in the Madrid.
Do best say if you didn't pay for no ma or manimba.
Yes.
Sasa. But you are paying a first team appeal Savannah region or more year we. Your Azat. I be one interesting thing. Last time you did in come yes platform. You be ma kwenyana. Yama Division 1 for the Premier League players. Teacher deserve be this kana say yes all can. Ubi any. Ko goose no. Yama no yene ya insi ano eden na flyer na kwa bonten kane no na nkofo agich nyezo obeba ha from Savannah region you mo frame me din komozo o mate say abedi beba because he's a nice player abo elite bi da ejana na so but so obenya platform na kana sente say dey no can we issue so onya play about 13 matches in 4 goals involvement da enya de ketwa
anodin
enya de ketwa kra
we Madrid product.
They all scouting. Oh, so we do it here. Say, yes, scouting. Any idea? Any winner? A cosia. I think that if you paying for any rested in your music, what I mean, what?
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm looking at the data here. So the club, no, in total, 28 games so season, they scored 37 goals. And I'm considering 34. So 37 after 37, I'm considering 17.
And also by second
round. So. First round and the second round, other players like scored just 20 goals. On Konya 17 because they scored 37 goals in the season. No, Konya 17, and he played just second round. Second round, last match was a movie because of suspension. So clearly, tells us that we contribute to almost 50 of club in total goals in the season. And more than one also. I watch him in the zone. And we tell because I want those of my children to listen to him, the kind of player he is, and then the profile. He's a good player. He's one striker. Say, only a bona defensive unit in a that for just 5 minutes. 5 minutes is even enough. 2 minutes was so bad. That for just 2 minutes was so bad. He's a fine player or movement or runs in him, how to position himself in between defenders, and the one say the eye for goal. Who's was striker was very good. Near athleticism be good, but I think Nicolas Jackson we are final delivery. They may throw striker. Now at the full, but for him, I think he knows where the pole is. That is one thing to his credit. I think that he's a jewelry in the Division 1 for Yapi team, and we have big move to any of the Premier League club and even outside the country, any team. I think he has what it takes to make sure that Uncle Gunu and Nimasio excel very good for club will be Ubenian. So the Premier League teams are more like strikers, are more strikers season when I'm goes in the mind. House that was striker, Obo season in a while she go on. So House of Folk was striker entire season. Why say go short of target cry? I can't say short on target cry. Why so offside go my referee really? Not as a striker, no can yin and time. Most of what you to someone can't change any rent in a year we are on renew on concrete.
Yes, our community.
And I'm coming up saying the rent in a car can ask for on renew on to be go on more house. I'm making something. More house of focus a striker. Near about 34 matches. Fancy 34 no the one money in with the member half of 34 years and 17. How to folk striker. No one share offside go back my referee ruling it out. Rent in a house so I'm catching so renew na cry on could be.
And it has team no na.
Yeah, first up more house of folk. Obi have a bought second round. Kweku. And no ye Titiatem Pomo level. With all due respect to Titiatem Pomo team back up a whole level. How to folk. Now Obo Real Madrid and Barcelona wabu season every entire season. Striker ya tisika kesi ato. Season in one share offside go back on my referee really. Yeah, because there's also first season and then Hazard by and no crampuna na go no bo osebi modern bono ense dem use no mu ja no kwan. Asa nka je so reno rent no nko bi. How to folk abedi na tia no. Ming ha my ninka goals to be na option. 13 matches, 17 goals. Masa
7 assists.
The team they said 37 goals. Or no ball second round was 17 goals. This is a striker.
Abedina, yeah, call your name no. Yeah, who is your Abedi open? Edema team dia say yeah for. And I didn't come on why. Because do be a name higher. Or form wobons a China be not dictate. Rwanda, Ethiopia. Yeah, Casa Mumbai League now mon perceivable. And all your open Zabia, your premier teams, the be bar bana on your mama be. My rather, or start a system one than they are bro and Division 1 teams in his own.
ABOU, why not play be up say, or yeah, Juma Conin? Yeah, tea. In fairness, I'm so intimate by Fakosa, and now all the time, no, person making sure say, Bupe, my no bedding, a dinner be costro.
Okay,
because of how moon see me from. Na de bia me ko ba bia so no musu frame ya ti me san person say make step e dina biom me open say now no dem ya Yapi United but team bia e ya
we open so be call yeah what numbers really insane but the way class dey be active ni say ba be my chance contract
oh when the office be bree say they do be 5 yeah
but we betimi a share mboze na si ye bi we Ghana league na ntimi share ne say abo but me say who return only goals in America no maestro the left no me Benkum no say Benkum na ma binya kwaku careful no Benkum no e no na me na be shey no me who play a left foot player I really love to watch those players the one doors one assassin
we a few
I'm doors one we a few you don't check it assassin we over 100% no we say 11 point something percent
wow
as uncle for no we unique left-footed players.
More talent in the
I know it. They are very waiting to share my boss next season. Who can you league in man? So much any don't finish.
Yeah. For now, no dey me happy. Meet my show.
Say next season we will Ghana Premier League.
Yeah.
But if you want, they be sure there next season we better also see account. And I still a bit me. And also bit me possible.
For now, no dey offer bia omo baba dey but obi anyamfa e bia mba ntimi enye indecide about me available to wa obey obana me hu say they will afford no mama why not I will move
okay but target nene say about after how many years yeah na ye target your national teams in any ade and na be carry back like a power your Black Stars CCCI goal scoring. The Renyam strikers are. The time is Ghana the zone on your Naji go king, but on numbers in insane. On a Rudolph no Sweden All Blacks. Yeah. And on also the numbers no 27 goals. Yeah. No, and no see a party. I mean, Nimia Queen, you know what set the target be amount. Or maybe I will feel maybe it is an as a happy for no support, Bupi. Support on the man.
ABOU, and the me target the my target here be a mammy home because we shall be a free now. If ye any day, any santi or send me to me come in now. Me bumper say one day on me whom or blaster line up in the moon because so Corona me free now, Gulumpe. They be a me bomb match pona be muti me faka a babupe. Be me match because o mujimidi. And area more on the Obia FM king. Oh, because Shamoli wa me be bomber side na enye easy because nka me hwe ne se nka ye side ha ka be a me wo pono na enya ha. Yeah, but me am manager Narus okopick me free some village bi wo hwe mpanyin fo ne bia intimi ndo mu nyina se ABOU am kopick me from village bi na mu di me back room because na talent no me say no village wo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and am kopick me ba pono na style na me mpeko because me say boy no me mbobium na me so na me old girlfriend me catch him say ke kobo na me gina mo na ABOU ni me kobo match na that time no team na me family no omun say girl nti na me mpebo no bo but na ntisa but o hwe baby o free na fie nye nti o say we adwuma na pe bibi kakra den eto because second division na say bibi ani but obani gina mechi mame ekoye ti me be bo match for your friend obisa na say o guy na obeshe sen o me she 3 ampa so me she
ali da ge on da so
ABOU ajami ti
no ba is it o na jara so
some issues to be by because the drew time be and am kind na fie nti na
onye obi ara kakra what is it
no it's about family no na as
also girlfriend or support this area bi
that time na me ba breakun Chelsea po now think say on na bibi am and so me am manager no
about the show anyway
on Musa ne Narus
but all ne
no wari obi ABOU na on de bia me danase de he ma me ne de ntimi and danase me because obo am on na ma be ya be di by this time.
Wow, nyami share no pa. That's the dean no na bia ntimi mbo but una wa wari so ntimi nyami share no pa. Za ko mo emiti bia cho. Ela be di nyesa problem na by the ankala again the on na football.
Yeah, I think so because na enye easy. On e bo am. Because original me cheap anti they be a
wow. Are you grateful? Say me man no me grateful no me feel.
Yeah.
Me man no me grateful.
Shocking you.
Mo me feel.
Shocking me papa.
Enye is ABOU nti esi ano me target ne say me ma hu say fie nya nti o say born no metimi yire me hu na me bo. Ya me bo ko menim na. Bo pe man so enya eninje. Na ye team run enye is ABOU na me kan de bia no ofoso o ye bibia onye obi like okofa oba o ma wo player no hu kire woni ade de bi ono de say de osi ehwe na mamu ofie no sa na odi hwe because man no so a onim so obehwe fie esun ya no di eskai bre
inidini Ibrahim dey Chama Ibrahim. Oh, ye juma pa.
Abedi enne ya ye say how to folk ne kotoko unya obetimi abo.
Why not? I my tasty da na bebre po na omugugugu ko no bi mu ye mi juniors pa na omobo. Ana ofrem kwabega ofrem senior. Si. O me poku beto me Accra Lions. That time na me call Lions. Ti me ko do Lions na ko me poku ba epo na ball no me nim bebe ofidi ba obeto me ho na o say senior me de se me besua ball ni me besua go show. Okay. Like a joker ni sa then e train pa na ko me poku nya bi nya. But see ya manyamya na dum on bi akodu.
Wow.
How do you sasa na kotoko de shada nye e bi amamisa.
Kunya na babe talk kwa bit na be.
Mebo man I change.
But also apart from Kwame, only players be more shisha.
Yeah.
Top player and almost a level no more do no. I was your Kwame story now can is here shocking you.
Yeah, Kwame better.
And Kwame a hard working guy part of do salary.
Yeah.
And that you only be a word do now. Yeah, now.
I feel say sometimes you know. Me to me who say Nyankopon e bia me time na nyede enso because me ne Nicolas Pokumu and Zakaria say ni mu and Sadika Adams kura me ne bo Chelsea da.
Okay.
Sadika Adams na ne bo Chelsea da.
Wow.
Last yi beto me a friend say Agawu e call dreams obeto me catch him say me boni sulu a odi ma chi be ebe panashi mo dress him say stubborn that time tell am say go get it yeah easy
oh wow
yeah and this support and na they be a mesre say omeni behwe ya pay United support sponsorship be obi crowd per business say ya we dey woni kire sa area more players go be pay
me ba be we na ma ne ada
yeah players go be pay
abi be nim the only maestro more question be abisa
well there be I'm saying the same way. I think say or kasa no me hwe ni see na it got a moment it got a point in time where I tear kakra because maybe it's a question be because from the point no one narrating say Kwame Poku Beye in junior were bought with a lot of experienced players who become Chelsea and they be of Rukudru you know Saneba Abidi is there any emotional story behind story na now narrating because I say na say ni swata when you say wo kasa no
yeah
na me feel is I say wo say emotionally na say why very
yeah no it's
very emotional
yeah
is there any story behind it
yeah because we share do wa ultimate year hu ebobo no bebre but na ipa be push you to the next step when you be asa no obi our free by people now want me embobo na obobi no onso no nya little push kakra no ye de okọ ti do time bia abemutimi bu say ball no po no me nya de but Timura ya pay United and then me am boss no mo frame it na say almost by 2 days catch am say ball no me nya de embobi edrumbre bi kura me am mami because na ma share no boss say me bom person bo she na me she no bebam me she no bo edrumbre bi no no kura na ba mo bu catch am say ball no me nya de njai bo na me am penyin Timura no free me am boss na ruso no because someone ehwemi na chairman Musa ti o mo friend no me ho ono mo di nkomo nsa me start ball no because so players ni bia bi mu ntimi mbobo no nyede endu
okay
na ono na opportunity aba no ko na wa wo obi aboje wo so a oji di no po no na otifie mi po enye krom na oti village ti ana ha drink kakra it me do time bi wo da po na abu enye izo tinina
but no ya na fan baby ti zera na maestro bi amuze ya na spiritual na because say fan say ya the zone na to stand carbon and comfort na mo ji no
yeah
you go spiritual why you say encounter ni bi da
yeah
and it say
every time bi abu me dapo na matade etimi re film yeah
what dano
yeah matade sorry na me hu matade ama
atana yire film
yeah me hu ade chi na say asa me hu atade ni bi
oda man bro so na obi rawata na hu ana
me anajo say because of me I don't think so and I also obi wura yeah mitima ada sorry me hu atade ti enye easy ti ensem sisi yeah ti enye easy
and I think there's any money in our senior be from our restaurant spiritual we don't think the
yeah I see ade it's that time no na say no and share them years
oh okay
but see ane there fancy yeah okay
mate yeah say pa ne say free wa oba babe join ne din community baby carry e wo ya PFC na said ne ye kan kasa numbers kasa fi ne numbers na kasa pa is a be the fine player di I over on TV now say the highlight ni bi na yɛde ato so a enjoy ne ade and yɛ benkuma this season is Zone 1A Zone 1A ya PFC obo 13 matches second round no join you na o share 17 goals and o ya assist 7 so 13 matches 24 goals involvement say no I don't know and as we say Mbappe mu ne Messi mu na yes I will ka say bi si agye ho na ni ade but wa kan the league no abobida na kone nam Russia no buy do baby no say na Messi corner ball no consider as obe create ne ade na second round you omo kasa ya na wasan ba oba e no oba be yedwuma anyway abedi yamene emre sa di minimzo won kofu bebre abedo ma se na oba ye so minim se bopi okwa se de kofu atwa hye omo hwe one no enya de keto akra na de obeka cha omo na afie eja akwan krakra no wako
abu meda miami team rase chama loss because a friend a loss so and miami manager Narus na me fan say nkrofo no time I start league no me ba second for nkrofo bi ala mo boy team ne kakrakra ohwe guy bi a friend Shata na ya hene bupewura na ya pewura amo boy team ne kakra tie me da mo nyina ase na me fa akonye so ada me boss ba ko bi a friend chairman bi me da mo nyina ase na malam fiseni mu me fans ne de o mo doso because radio rane ayela mu omodo so ntimi do bia ase ti de meka ne say by born am bo time echi no bupe man nyina no for now no yankopon de misi ti say kudusu mo ne what do you call them masala mo ne party mu na enya de am so meda ne mechi ayede am bupe man o sam so metimu hu say by de bia empire na mo bo ma me no some sumitimi ye bibi and send discover be shemsim say dem sumitima be ye bibia omo so mbeye kakrakra obi ansa me kona no nti omo nkoso omo boss empire ne nyade entam mechisa and am so de bia omo so afrem bia no me ho ma
wow ela we no kronu project abi ebeba ebeba bi ona me so de nti din koma wi no community project no na we ne beba na omo baba be ti abedi mo abamu football dey sanity ai on kofu bibrio a oni omo sha ase no na wo so twa omo bare ni no bibi omo ne nam no eyemre so omre so ebeba your last season ejuma na wa ye ni de say ye den ya this is what top team zenya ha ebe ya ama money na wa kono akoto aso ko abenkumafo ne de enche na omo ma ya bi ma sha na
oh yes
so me di ne say
abedi kwaku skillful
okay
yes
ozi me di ne say
abedi kwaku skillful
abi Yako, the other kind of chapter on our PG.
My uncle police ni o Tichimai, Officer Joseph, Watson Joseph, me chair question because one awako ne boys ni na me chair me crew ma bass phone so. Kwaku, I had more chance say ma woda won pray prayer for me.
Na ma dey nchen wa woda na aka
ma say wo mpaye say a prayer for me.
But who's there?
Adie me here.
Richmond I the message be about for Abedi.
Okay.
Richmond I Cassius. Dreams FC here. Ozi Abedi is a Jim Abeku. We played professionals versus local in Kintampo. What he did to be the professionals is that I saw he plays in the Ghana Premier League 2025-2026.
Yeah.
Cassius although Kintampo the professional almost is that nunca.
And then I could see them to catch him say hey oh any kind so we shall what you are so me Fiona corner competing
oh wow totally they be a the zado ni bi obetima I mean the next season part there's one be ball a league ni bia now commissioner pa
remember
because but they say the left no but so left na no edi o but so they try to M&M any anko
there be yako na Abedi story no say very very touching you all kasana me hu say utumu say Abedi afani emem but we ase no say ofani emem a na etime prepare well Abedi nti emo abemumbu we ase no di wo mu a nsa bekan say yankopon ahyehe akasima cramp na say yankopon behye we no nyama nyagidi wo nyame mu say we Muslim right very good nti believe na so nyame ye akaketekete cramp yankopon de bema na nyagidi na work hard na fa buo na ordinance na sa fa buo ni ahobrase na no finance na fama umpeni fa
sure ya bikoyi me da sepa ni afutu amoto mi refimi ame mame o me manchia mami me bo me de bia ma shanbo se me so me wogide se afiwe me shan sane munya no na mami bi so obupe wa family se ne ba ko wurichi na me amadam for Toffee King na MC munya na me ntimi nche obi but ma family so munya mo and obi biara se
mate nyame show munya na yera ma se yere ma pem ye ko na mo cha ye be se hia o cha biba oda happy birthday in advance to the special one. And Ochna, Obian celebrate to a me celebrate. Why? And I quite about 20.
Oh, so me you did not overwatch $4,000, 498 million.
Obia, so you
and 10,000 Ghana cedis.
Boss Sudi, Brakwame, Mr. Amo, Mr. Jonathan Saki, and about to card a confirm and I will to be about. Yeah, the one you got. Now, what you say, it will be